thought was say everything you could say to get him banned.
Can't figure out his dying. I will be right back.
You mean
I need
what the fuck is
to.
this video?
I need to once again change the event link because it just keeps turning into the invite for the server.
That's so funny.
He's nut.
What was
You've
that?
been invited to NQP Arts Says. Oh, that's crazy. This
will
guy.
never expire.
Venom.
This guy.
Venom. A
Venom.
new link. Copy.
This guy.
La Bomba.
La bomba. I think it happens every time I like edit the event anyway. Speaking of editing event, I need to go through and help Zach change Lack of Love on the website because currently it says that we play every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
We do.
Advertise Lack of Love. Hello?
Hey guys, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, everybody.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Tuesday, innit?
Anyways, ready to hear the worst sound ever?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There
Why?
we go.
Where?
It happened. I already did it.
No,
No, I
Yeah.
didn't hear anything.
Oh, that's
Oh,
neat.
was it on Fantasy?
No, it was not. It was just my.
Oh, moving your mic.
It was just my microphone being awful.
No, yeah, we didn't hear it this time
Let's
around.
Yeah, I didn't
see.
hear about it.
So, see, you're not slipping through. You might have thought you got away with it, but no, it's not Tuesday in it, alright?
I'm not
not
the only one that said it,
Tuesday.
motherfucker.
What?
I'm not the
This-
only
No, you're the
It's
one who
because-
has it in your blood.
what?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's because my mom's British, isn't it?
Yeah, but
You're
My
mad.
mom's British.
You're mad.
I
You're
can't-
Britain. You're mad.
Oh,
You're
see,
mad.
You're British and Irish?
see.
Your
So
mom
I'm
voted
taking
for
a
that.
Yeah, my
voice.
mom's.
I'm taking a voice class in college, and every single semester they choose a different dialect to teach the students, and they decided they were teaching us Irish this semester. So
Yeah.
So what I'm
Stay
doing
with
is
it.
you'll be
I'm
able
learning
to
how to
do
do
an
it.
Irish accent.
They want me to fight the chicken?
We're gonna have another session where the doppelganger Cassian's gonna come up and they're gonna start talking in fluent Irish. Cass gonna be like, even I don't know how to do that. What the fuck?
I can do it. What's the crack? Craig?
Bubble, why do you keep failing the captcha? What's going on?
Authorization failed. The host is running an unauthorized company or authorization server is down.
Restart Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
My favorite thing was for a moment I deafened so I could check Dust's stream audio quality, and the moment I deafened, I can hear C talking about Irish, and I can hear the fucking video that Ellie sent. The fucking.
Oh, I forgot. I fully forgot I was streaming and just played the video.
It was really funny. It was really funny. Underrated bit. Extraordinarily underrated bit.
I unfortunately got high last night watching Yellow Jackets with Ray, and then Ray sent that, and I fucking lost my shit for.
You went crazy in the woods.
Oh,
I did.
by the way, that stream that I had on Thursday, they ended up making a GIF of me, so this exists now.
Oh, great.
Yeah, add it to favorites immediately. Add it to favorites immediately.
I got it.
Oh my gosh.
Cops.
I should just replace the Scribe PNG tuber with that image.
It's like.
Yeah.
That's such a good gift. What the hell?
That's so good.
August.
It was
Dust
because
August.
it's because I described a library filled with dust, and then one of the players, who doesn't know the bit by the way, went dust, and I went aww.
Okay, whoever this player is, we need them in Lack of Love now.
We become sick.
Let them cameo at least once. Let them in.
We
But
become
my favorite
sick.
thing about my favorite thing about the GIF is like how distressed Dust looks. It's like someone just called you a slur.
That's a man whose eyes are just full of the deepest pain.
Poor donuts.
What
Dust
burdens
whenever
do
we
you
didn't
carry?
do the Dust when we went and did the underground temple of Nice Seat before actually talking. To the priest.
It's alright, it only altered the entire campaign.
It literally did, yeah.
Your choices
It's alright,
matter.
it's alright. Your choices matter,
Your actions have
unfortunately, to my
consequences.
detriment specifically.
Okay, Telltale, calm down.
Yeah?
Oh, wow.
I switched.
Guys.
Man.
I switched to PNG tubers at the worst time because Mop just did that. That was the first thing Mop did this session.
Mop.
Can't believe Mop just burped.
Clip it.
Don't worry, I'll watch this back and I'll clip it after we're done.
Hell yeah.
That is horrific. Bubble, are you okay?
This is how
do
Mop
I
is
need
coping
to?
with the lost Kobok.
Do I need to
What?
clear?
Yeah.
Do I need to clear Crackletooth's owner
Hang on.
again so you can grab her?
I can see no. Why does Fantasy Grounds hate me?
Can you not see her? Do I need to clear it again?
History.
I see absolutely nothing, and there's nobody in the corner. I'm alone.
There you go. I've cleared
Oh.
Crackletooth,
Ooh,
so you can grab her again.
characters.
Scary.
It might just be
Grab her.
loading as well.
Let me give it a minute.
There.
Who's
At least
currently
you're just on the ground
shaking?
all the time.
Who's what?
Ellie's shaking biscuits around while I'm shaking Argyle around.
Oh, I need to pull up that
I'm
map
going-
again.
I'm going
Caravan
crazy
rules.
right now.
Oh, things are sure happening over here. Oh, I
We're
should.
10
is-
minutes past the hour and we're just dicking around.
It's fine. We're
This is
friends. We're
heaven
having
lore, by the
fun.
way.
Biscuits and Argyle love each other. They're friends. They love each other.
Friends. The besties.
Imagine the Unchained wake up in the middle of the night and those two are making that exact noise.
This is what happens.
Please. That'd be so funny.
You know what?
Biscuits is clawing at the walls. Argyle's becoming a lot more fey that they need to be.
You know, there
threat.
was a map that I needed to edit.
Sorry.
You're
Mhm.
okay. There was a map that I needed to edit for the session, and I 100% didn't do that. So if something looks wrong, it isn't, and I'm totally not editing it right now.
Ah, dust.
Definitely not.
It's
Oh,
okay. It's
dust.
nothing super substantial, and I can get it fixed up for next. This is Epic Sauce. I think that's one of my that's one of my friends that I was literally just talking with.
Hello, my
Hi.
good friend, Twitch user
Hi.
Akiko Sora. Very good to see you. This is Epic Sauce. You are correct.
You are correct.
We
this is
are
Epic Sauce.
Ashton's friend.
By the way, Twitch user Akiko Sora, if you have linked Amazon Prime to your Twitch, you can redeem a Twitch Prime sub free
I
of
need to
charge.
draw.
Thank you, Beatles.
That is
I need
horrific.
to draw Kovac as an Amazon employee. 'cause I think that'd be so
I was
fucking
gonna say
funny.
you need to draw him as a shill. You need to draw him
As
as
a
a
what?
shill, like a content creator that's like, guys.
Draw him as Bill Gates.
I draw him in the Mr. Beast expression with the hands are up and he's like got his head
Literally.
tilted to the side.
Literally.
Alright,
Mr.
question,
Kovac!
question for the house.
Yes.
What's up?
If your character was addicted to one Twitch streamer and watched them consistently, who would they watch? Who would they be a fan?
Me.
Question of the day.
Twitch streamer.
Uh,
Can it be like a YouTuber as well? Or is it just Twitch streamer? Because I don't know that many Twitch streamers.
I don't know. It's fine. Just make it funny.
Okay, Jack, the guy.
I don't know.
Dude.
Just
Somebody
make
in
it
it
funny.
when it
It's
was
crazy.
annoying.
okay.
Oh,
First things first. If Kovac was to watch or listen to anyone, it would be Reynar Veas Jr., formerly of Achievement Hunter fame.
Yeah.
Now went on his own thing. He's
Yeah.
great. And also, I'd like to point out, Quibs in chat said bro got coffee with us and clocked in. Goated mentality, Dust.
That is exactly
love
what
your friends,
happens.
Dust. You should meld your worlds and let us meet these people.
Well, if you want to come over to
Really, this would not go
California,
wrong.
especially when
I'm
it's
on my
getting
way.
hotter, you know,
I'm on my
go
way.
for it.
Oh boy. Notoriously moist California.
It is
Yeah.
not moist at
Okay.
all. It is
Bubble, can you
evil.
see anything?
No, I can't, and I've already updated the Fantasy Grounds, and I just restarted it, and I'm gonna quit it one more time.
That's so weird. We'll wait just a little bit longer and just talk because I think we're just having fun right now.
I wanna make crepes.
We're goofing.
I want to make crepes this morning.
You can make crepes. You start
Maya
making crepes.
starts aggressively crying.
It's definitely not because I peeked into Amaya's memories and I wanna emotionally torment her. It's definitely not for that reason.
That's what you get for making Kobach leave, you fucking bitch.
Ooh,
I'm evil.
you fucking bitch.
I still think that the book that Mob has telling Mob, hey, you want a solution to your problem, enchant your friends, is the funniest thing it could have said. It's the funniest thing it could have said.
That's exactly
Because
what
I mean,
Yeah.
it's right. It's right. You can't
The
tell it.
easy
You can't tell him he's
solution,
wrong.
but that doesn't mean it's the right one.
Can't tell him he's wrong.
You know, it was always easier to mop the floor whenever it was cold water, so I didn't have to wait for the water to heat up. But it wouldn't be as clean if I did it that way.
Yeah.
Stop turning things into life lessons and being all like deep. Like, what are you doing? This guy.
Elsa's really freaking good at doing that, though.
Yeah,
Like,
get
I
complimented,
think so.
idiot.
Yeah, I picked chest off by the scruff of the neck. How do you like being complimented? Freak.
Let me go! Let me go!
That's what
That's
I'm
so funny.
saying.
Put me down. I haven't had my vaccines.
Just got rabies.
And
Oh fuck! He's got a gun.
And autism.
Get a gun.
Oh
When our
man.
characters get vaccinated.
This is a
Oh,
lovely
okay.
conversation.
Oh,
Amaya, no.
Vaccines exist in all
Amaya,
worlds.
no.
Amaya 100% would not get vaccinated.
the power of Anonymous is enough to protect me.
Actually, believe it or
she's
not,
anti-mask.
Kovac would probably also not get vaccinated because he has an
Because I have
ability
divine health.
that makes him
I
immune to
literally can't get
disease.
sick. Yeah, I literally can't get sick.
You're anti-vax with me, bud.
Oh, wait a minute. No, fuck. I was gonna have a whole bit about Kovac being sick because I'm sick. It literally can't work.
He's
It's
immune.
called
Alright,
mistake,
well.
You could say that.
He's
Never mind then. He's just gonna
psychologically
be a little bit nasally because it's funny. I don't know.
sick. He
Because he was
believes himself to
crying.
be sick. He
Yes.
really wanted to be sick, so he's trying it out.
he really wanted to. He wanted to microdose being sick.
Yeah.
God, Ivana Gataki moment.
I love it on Kentucky. Anyway,
Wow.
Me when I microdose poison, so I build
You
up my
doing-
immunity. Nelra moment.
I look at Bellatrix.
Now, Ramon,
He literally did that.
He did do that.
Dede, that's so funny.
He did do that.
He's immune to
He
poison.
Dragonfly should start microdosing poison. Is all I'm saying.
No.
No, Crackletooth should not.
You have to start somewhere, guys. You
I'm gonna
have to
be
start
so honest
somewhere.
with you. If you did that, I would have to eventually give her at least resistance.
Come on.
I know, and that's the
Oh.
thing.
Don't tell them
Guys,
that.
where can I get some poison?
No.
Thanks.
Crackletooth's really missing Kovac.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
Listen,
someone's gone
listen, all I'm
completely
saying
off
is-
the deep end.
Kovac might have been like her impulse control.
You want
Aw.
poison? You want poison? Just wait till dinner time.
what?
I
What?
poisoned one of our classes, but I can't remember who. And then Amaya just the way this dinner's going, I hope it's mine.
Dragonfly pours them all in a pitcher, shakes it up, pours them all back out. Now we know where it is.
Amaya uses divination to find the poison glass and then actively takes it.
I have poisoned one of our glasses, and Mop just on the table. It was mine. It was my glass.
We should just fucking collapse sideways.
Angrily makes breakfast.
Oh my god.
Bubble, are you still dying?
I'm still.
I wonder if it's just because you're in Japan and the network isn't like recognizing it.
It worked fine last week, didn't it?
I thought it
Here
did,
we
yeah.
can,
It did, yeah.
one of us could share our screens at least.
I can't. There's no way in hell I can.
Yeah, I know. I will share.
Wonderful.
Just for
Okay.
people's
My
sake.
Wi-Fi ain't the best right now, so I can't
Yeah.
stream. Unfortunately.
So
Okay, yeah, and it's on Justin.
I did just commit the
Fine.
terrible atrocity of making a map midstream. And yes, I have gotten the notification that my frames are being skipped. because my computer can't fucking take this. But I have just finished, so there we go.
I don't. Hang on.
It's so
Hang on.
weird that it's not
How do
letting it. I
I-
wonder if I set up something poorly or.
Normally,
What we should do?
Update.
is there a way to click on an icon and see the character sheet? Because if so, I could probably pull up Craggletooth.
Oh,
'Cause
only
I'm just
I
missing
can.
the sheet.
Only I can really do that. Yeah. And it's not like if I could, I would give you permission, but I literally don't think I can.
No. You're good. Can you send a character sheet in the chat? Is that a function of Fantasy Grounds?
I don't
That is a thing.
think
You can.
so. Can you?
I accidentally sent Cassian's once into the chat. I think you just
Let's see.
you do that. How did I do it?
Unable to open linked character record because your user does not own that record.
Oh yeah, you have to open up the character sheet. You have to claim the character again in characters. I cleared the
Okay.
owner because I thought that was the issue.
Dust, I'm gonna hold your hand while I send this in the chat.
Yeah,
Right? I'm gonna hold your hand.
my hand is being held.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh no.
I'll check one moment. Hold on. Hold
Is
on.
it completely empty?
One moment.
Oh fuck! You know what we should
One
do?
day we will start stream on time. Today's not that day.
I was here early. I want you all
Yeah,
to know I
that's-
was here early.
That's the thing. We were all here early.
That's so weird that I'm gonna clear the owner again. I'm gonna take ownership. I'm owning it. I clear the owner. Can you see her?
No.
Interesting. We're gonna try something new and fun. Because I'm almost certain that I can make a copy. Please, please, please. Yes. Can you see the Craggletooth copy?
I can see a blank character selection screen.
Interesting. Well, that's not good.
No.
Interesting.
Not
Interesting.
particularly.
Interesting. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. All right. Also, I did finish it. It was just editing a future caravan you guys are gonna get to. There we are. Hopefully, I've stopped skipping frames. Okay. Let's see.
All else fit if all else fails, and I mean like all else. I did
Wait, what is this?
like I do have copies of her sheet that I like pictures that I took on my computer, so I can see what I'm doing.
Nice.
I also have it. If you want to check my stream, by the way.
Hey, Sam.
Oh.
What is this?
What's what?
Did you hear something?
I did, yeah.
Beautiful.
What was that?
And whenever I right click, I can hit a button that says ring bell. I don't know what it
I
does.
was gonna say, did you fucking rat my computer? What was I like?
You do that to me.
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
What?
okay, I see. It sends okay, I get it. It sends a what's it called? Like it makes your client make a Windows sound to sort of wake you up. I think.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
Great.
really funny.
What?
I gotta figure out what's going on with Craggletooth. I don't know why you can't grab your own character.
It's alright. Me and
There's also this in the corner, so I think it might be like a here. This is what I see, right? I'm going to show you. Actually, you know, I can just stream it here. Let me show you what I see. This is.
I love that we have this ominous fucking music in the background.
Oh, I haven't turned on the music yet. That's okay.
I wouldn't do it right now while you're getting this set up because it'll lag.
also you can see, but Oh.
Bubble, leave.
Oh wow, yeah, you can't
It's
see
a-
anything ever.
It's a bit of a weird question. Did you update Fantasy Grounds?
Yes.
I did. See, I updated it, and then I got in and I did this. So I went back and I updated it again, and then I came back and
Okay.
restarted it like twice.
Then
So,
I have
yeah.
nothing. Then I have nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Bizarre.
No, you're okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Let me just close Twitch, because that's just another thing I got open.
Yes.
I think it might be like something server, because you're also not getting any of our chats or dice rolls.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me. Can y'all see this if I do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I
Oh,
can't.
19.
I know.
That's weird.
That's great. Why does it hate me? Hang on, I'm actually gonna try something. And what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try connecting to my hotspot.
Go for it.
And
So what you did last week?
no, I did not because I was on the hotel Wi-Fi and we didn't have this issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Oh.
Well, do you mind if we start while you are doing that?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Gotcha.
I can jerry pick it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
We will start then the next morning. The sun is just about rising, and Kovak, you feel your face grow moist as Phelan will lick you awake. It is that perfect time of morning where it is nice and cold outside, and the sun... Motherfucker. And I'm so sorry. Ooh, okay. Where the sun isn't like fully out yet. But it's still light outside, like you can see the waves sort of crashing against it. You wake up and kind of just lift yourself up, stumbling awake. You feel your hands press against the parchment of a map, which you have detailed a bit of. You reach under your pillow and grab whatever weapon you were probably hiding under there. I guess you didn't have a pillow, did you?
No, he had the bedroll, but the sword was right next to it. So.
Yeah. No one has ransacked your camp in your sleep. Your fire, if there was one, is out. And it's now the next day.
Yeah, no, and I think he's gonna sort of sit up, sort of startle awake at the fact that he was licked in the face, but very quickly coming to realize that he's not in any danger. It's not someone that's it's not something trying to eat him at the very least. But I think he's mainly going to be a little bit focused on the fact that he was just trying to get some sleep last night, and the visions, the horrors, the plague, the memories. And he's sort of like, I don't know, maybe focusing in on that a little bit, trying to think of what it might sort of mean, I guess. Because nothing ever seems to happen out of coincidence. So he's not too sure whether or not to write it off as, yeah, it was just a dream, or am I being sent a message? Is that what this is about? Because I believe the full moon was about the importance of connection, right? Yeah, and he's just like, he's thinking to himself partially, is this her way of telling me that I fucked up by going out on my own? Because he's starting to sort of feel that way, but he's also terminally stubborn as a character. So, he's got a couple of problems. Key in amongst them are that he just will not budge. But I think, I think he's gonna sort of take a bit of a moment to collect himself, and sort of just reflect on the story first.
Sorry, say that one more time. You lagged a bit.
What? Oh, okay.
No, it
Sorry,
was just the
dice
end.
roll.
It was just the
Okay.
end. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the what was the little story that the dream, quote unquote, told them about?
It was quite simply, it was just a memory that was exaggerated in terms of the visuals of what happened. You were talking with Parisandre, and when she spoke on connection and that meaning within the full moon, you saw the moon huge, looming over you and the ocean, while you sat atop a cliff. It felt very much like a memory that had been molded like Play-Doh.
Hmm. Hmm. And I think he's sort of gonna reflect on it, think, man, what the fuck? But he'll probably start his morning off by eating some more of that hardtack shit that, you know, he's got, the stuff that every single bite he begins to regret his decision more and more, and he begins to miss Mop's home cooking more and more. And I think I'll probably set back for Newport. I think he's going to try and see if he can get anything kind of on the way, see if he can pick up any little tidbits of information. He's trying his best to regress into his old way of living, and he hates it, but, you know, it is what it is.
You will head back into the city. The market will be open once again. By the time you get there, it's probably about 9, 10 a.m. People are beginning to open up their businesses, their stand. It's a very big, bustling city, so things are occurring. I guess make an investigation check. Or whatever check.
Oh, I'm very...
I'll let you choose which one you think you would be able to use here when looking for these people.
Well, I mean, the part of me makes me want to think of insight, sort of trying to put himself in the shoes of those individuals, trying to be like, hey, if I was one of them, where would I be? You know?
Uh-oh.
I guess roll insight. I'll allow that.
Swag.
13.
You'll be Manor Block.
You think about Manor Black for a moment, a place meant for reforming criminals, and I think your mind immediately blocks that idea. There's no reality in which you can see these people wanting to be reformed.
Yeah.
You consider where the last one was on basically the other side of the continent. And I think there's kind of this moment thinking about like how big the continent is, the fact that you are in a place that is meant for sea travel, the fact that they sent people after you while you were literally on the ocean. The scope of where these people are could be anywhere from right next to you to the other side of the world.
Yeah, and I think knowing that he's going to have to be doing this on his own again, for no one's fault other than his own, because he decided to go on his own. He's gonna just, but I think, grumble to himself a little. But while he's in the market area, I want him to have a look if there's any bounty postings. In particular, are there any familiar faces on any bounty boards in Newport?
Interesting. I'll just do like a straight luck check for that?
That's a D100. Swag.
49. That is, I think. So I think that is actually one below what you needed.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
but I'll give you something else for a little bit of world building. You look around at some bounty posters, and you know what? You do see one for what was his name? Creek.
That's funny.
There appear to be a couple others. Like you notice that there are like bits of paper that were nailed into the board that have been ripped away. You do notice, however, that close to or maybe even on the edge of the bounty board, there is a picture drawn of a man who looks very regal, very, very clearly a noble of some kind. And there appears to be almost like a sentiment behind the image. It's very propaganda-esque. And you see the words keep or stay on the bottom. Or keep or stay, keep or keep or leave, I think is what you see, not keep or stay. There just appears to be some turmoil going on with a noble nearby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he like focuses in on that with his eyes while his hands move to like actively rip the nail out of the Creek bounty posting. And then he sort of just like very roughshod slams the nail back in. Obviously it's a tiny thing and his hands are massive, so whatever. But he takes the poster, because I think he's absolutely the kind to have a bit of a, what's it called? Trophy, I guess. It's the only way to put it. Yeah, I think he's gonna mull over the noble poster, and I think he's gonna maybe find it a little bit amusing that instead of being like a wanted dead or alive, it's like a do we want to keep him here or do we want him to leave? Something. He probably would have been a revolutionary in his time if he was any more radical. But yeah, I think after a bit of mulling around the
you do see one more poster, and this is purely for the funny. You see a poster that appears to be on about 25 other posters, like they've been stacked on top of another as if they were being updated, and it just says Mr. Bellbottom at the bottom, and the image is what appears to just be a random elf. One of the most like normal looking people you've ever seen in your life.
He just frowns at it and he's just like, what did this guy even do?
When you lift it up, you see that beneath every poster is another variation of Mr. Bellbottom with a different first name.
He's just gonna flip through and he's gonna be like, okay, well, okay, is it the hive mind of people? What the fuck?
Is it a hive mind?
The Bellbottom gang.
Because I don't think I don't think he knows about changelings, so he's kind of clueless. But he's just gonna he's gonna snicker to himself a little bit, but he's very soon gonna refocus himself, listen out in the market, and then when that seems to be a little bit, when he seems to grow exhausted of it, he's probably gonna wander around. They're gonna go. So he hasn't been, and he feels like overdue.
Where'd you say you were going? You cut out for a brief moment.
The tavern. Sorry about that.
Tavern. You're okay. Yeah. You will, after a little bit, you will sort of head to the tavern. It's about noon. They're just opening. They will immediately welcome you in. There is a stage to the left that appears to be empty. Nobody is really here at the moment because it's, like, just opened. And you see the barkeep will just give you, like, a little nod, welcome you in, offer you a seat. And we'll tend to whatever you would like.
Yeah. No, I think he's absolutely gonna take a seat at the bar, obviously, and sort of just move his little cape around so that it's not in the way. And yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't take a lot, but I think the bartender can pretty easily clock that he's he looks like shit. Because he slept like shit and he feels like shit and he is shit. So yeah.
There will when you come in and you sort of sit down and you don't really say much, probably just one-worded responses, there will be a slight pause, and he'll sigh and say, "Well, you're the only one in here so far. One moment." And he will grab a mug, head to the back, and just grab a sort of plain drink and pour it for you. And throw it on the counter and say, "First one's free. Looks like you're not having a good time." And you will look down and see your own reflection in the drink.
Yeah, I think as he, as the bartender sort of goes back behind the counter, Kovac sort of instinctually sort of digs into his coin purse. He's ready to pay for it, but then when he's told that the first one is free, there's another adage about not looking, and it definitely applies here. So he's going to just let the coin that he took out sort of sit next to the tankard for a bit, as he stares down at himself, and is just going to very, very shortly. It's the only way I can think of wording it. Just take it up, give a little nod, and thanks. Fucking slam it back, because the bartender is right. He's in a good time.
And I think from there we will step away from Kovac for a moment.
Yippee!
And I will put us back in the Caravan Hills for a little bit. Most of you, aside from Mop, which you'll understand why in a second, will wake up to the smell of a fresh breakfast, an encore of crepes, of which Mop is currently making. The scribe, which is not on the map, where'd he go? Oh, he is on the map, I lied. The scribe will be in the kitchen, just sort of lightly tending around to Mop, making sure dishes stay clean, making sure Mop has all the correct ingredients, getting some eggs prepared, so on and so forth. Doing his normal scribe activity.
Make sure the bacon doesn't burn. I'm also serving for that bacon. If that's okay.
Oh, of course.
And there's also some croissants that are sitting there in the oven. If you want to grab those in just a few minutes. And Mop is flipping crepes up in the air.
Absolutely.
Just wearing a little chef hat.
That's very silly.
Is Argyle under it?
Yeah, Argyle's under it for sure.
Is Argyle controlling Mop
No.
under the chef hat? Okay.
Mop doesn't have hair.
It is true. Argyle does have Dominate Person and has a save DC of 22.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, he doesn't know how to cook, so we're not going to worry about it. And Mop is making the hell out of these crepes. She's made basically one of every berry she could get her hands on.
With every
Slices
berry?
of yeah, every type of berry, basically. You got strawberry, you got cranberry, you got blueberry, you got raspberry. You got a bunch of different berries. A lot of them. Mop is just doing her best to see which one Amaya likes the best.
That's very
And
clever of you.
I'm going to roll for berry.
Absolutely.
Or not berry, grape.
Roll for crepes.
Don't think you're getting away with that one.
Alright,
I heard that.
I did
what
for
do you
a
think?
second.
What should I roll?
I found out I could do this lately, and so I'm just going to do it. Do you guys think that this would be... What stat do you think would encompass cooking? Wisdom, dexterity, or charisma?
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom or intelligence.
Wisdom or intelligence? Well, I actually do agree with intelligence because cooking is very similar to literally just science.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with intelligence. I would
that.
say wisdom or
There
intelligence.
is a-
I feel like both of them are pretty
yeah.
valid.
I was gonna say there's intelligence if you're trying new things, wisdom if you're cooking the same thing that you've cooked before,
Oh, that's
Interesting.
good. Actually.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
like recall.
Yeah, cooking.
I think you would
Make
do
me
like
proficient.
intelligence for baking and then wisdom for cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of them is more of an exact science.
Yeah.
That's
I think for
fair.
crepes you do need an intelligence because it's crepes. They're fucked up, those
Yeah.
things.
No, he's
I
making me
will-
he's making me a
Paper,
stat.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm making a stat for it.
Well, that's kinda-
So I think both of them work perfectly fine. I think for Mop, I'll make it intelligence. So there you go. I gave you a cooking stat.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Woo! 24.
Right.
Ooh.
For cooking.
They're fucking good. They're really good grapes. They are rolled up perfectly. There's some extra cream that you can put on the side with some syrup. You can
Some nice
see some
garnish
of the
with some
berries.
powdered sugar.
Yeah, exactly. And they're the perfect texture too. They're very good. They're very, very good.
Mom's taking a big old tray of crepes over to the table. She's holding it over her head. It's a massive pile of crepes.
Argyle is carrying a small cup of syrup on his head.
Aww.
And he'll just sort of like leap up and.
Sit down, Craggletooth.
Oh right, because you have to control her.
Drag Craggletooth over.
Oh, where'd she go?
Over
Oh,
here.
she's over.
I'm moving her.
You can move her. Yeah.
I can move her. I can't see anyone else's movement though.
Oh, that's so
Hang on,
funny.
I'm gonna guess at where people are sitting.
Okay. But you just sit down first.
Yeah, the scribe's sitting somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where though. 'Cause This is
You'll
funny.
never know. Yeah.
Oh my god, you sat on the scrap. You didn't. You didn't.
No, you didn't.
I literally just checked the screen. Don't lie to me.
Biscuits will take Kovac's seat.
Aw.
We'll just curl up into a little ball.
Oh.
There you go, guys. There's your new strength for Marshall. Biscuits.
I'll go run to. I guess is Cassian even? Where is Cassian?
Out front.
On the porch.
Cassian! Cassian!
Yeah.
I made breakfast. There's crepes and there's also bacon and croissants and some light fluffy scrambled eggs if you prefer those. There's orange juice. Didn't pick up any.
They were about
empty,
they were about to like talk, but each time they go to talk, like Mop says something, so they're just
Sorry.
they're just smiling. The Mop, they look tired, but they give a wee nod and no, that's great, Mop. Thanks.
Of course, anytime. And Mop will quickly scramble onto the bag.
Like them eggs.
Sorry, I
I'm
pinged you,
fine.
Bubble. I wanted to be evil.
Am I?
Amaya's more likely on the roof. Mop can probably see her feet dangling from the edge. She just said,
No, she's kind of small.
"No,
She's
oh,
not-
my
she
bad.
can- She's looking right past the legs.
I'm."
Amaya!
Mop, you don't need to yell.
Oh! Mop will look right up. She's craning her neck at an uncomfortable angle. I made crepes.
She just hears like neck snapping, and Amaya just cringes. You, sorry, you made what?
I made crepes, and I also made scrambled eggs, and I made bacon and croissants. I didn't know. I forgot to ask what kind of crepes you liked most. I'm pretty sure maybe I didn't. I just forgot, and I didn't remember the answer. So I made a lot of them. Just see which one you like best.
Oh, all right. I'll be down in a second.
Okay. Do you need any help?
With what?
Getting down?
Mop, I'm an ASMR.
Mop will
I-
blink. Yes, but would you... I
That is all right. You don't need to. You don't need to do that.
Okay. See you in a minute. Mop will run back inside.
How is she so fast at 7 in the morning?
Oh my god, I cannot type. I'm trying to type.
Good luck.
There we go.
All of you will come sit at the table. Breakfast is here. It's very wonderful. Argyle and Biscuits will share a crepe with very little things on it as to not poison them. They'll just eat the bread basically. And yeah. Yes, if you guys want to talk during your meal, you can. Otherwise, eventually the scribe will talk. But I won't skip this yet.
Mop is very intent on watching which crepe Amaya picks the first.
She's. How many crepes, different types of crepes, did Mop make?
Five.
Oh, 5!
One for each party member.
Oh no!
Oh.
No!
Biscuits! Yay!
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a crepe with nothing on it, and that's for Kovac because he's not there.
Oh no!
I'm gonna blow.
Is there one with chocolate chips in it? Just for the funny.
Yeah.
Just for the funny. Okay, Cass is gonna go for that one.
Amaya is gonna grab the one with a bunch of fruits on it. Particularly, she's gonna grab a bunch of strawberries and raspberries. And if Mop has put it on the table, she's also gonna grab a bit of honey with it.
Yes, because crepes are served with honey. That's something Shasta knows.
Freckletooth is grabbing one of everyone, but not taking the last one of any of them.
Mm-hmm.
The scribe is eating the nothing crepes.
My god. My god, you're so boring. I'm joking.
Sorry gang, I sneezed so hard that the bones in my arms are vibrating. I am...
Oh.
It happens.
I love that nobody else can see it, but Shadow Kovac just, like, appeared at the window.
I want you to know that this is the funniest thing that only you
Is he like right here?
Yeah,
No one else
that's
can-
exactly
no
where...
one else can
Wait.
see it.
Yeah.
It's that it's that one Squidward meme of him staring out the window at SpongeBob and Patrick outside.
He's now
You-
right next to
me-
Amaya,
me right
like
now with-
looming
with
over her
screen.
shoulder.
This the gravity of your sins will dawn upon you one day, Amaya.
Which is just there so that Sam can see.
I'm positioning it so I can see the table better.
Absolutely.
Mama, a Kovac behind you.
It's so funny. But yeah, all of you will eat your crepes. They are fucking delicious. You love them. And most likely after he is finished, but most likely the rest of you aren't, the scribe will sort of set his plate to the side and say, well, at least we have a clearer goal in mind. We have to go to the Talons now. Before we had to, I don't know, search for a priest and then search for a criminal. Now we know what we're doing. A cave in the Talons. Something like that. I believe... Where did they say we were going again? Was it that tower?
Freckletooth will slurp her drink very loudly.
Oh. Cassian, do you...
Okay, Dust, were we? Is that right? Is that where we're going?
Let me go ahead and pull up the
Yeah,
document
we're going.
because
Pretty sure we're going to the Talons. Talons.
you're going to the Talons,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
for sure. But the note that you got all the way back in literally session like 3 or 2.
Yeah, there was something about that. Yeah.
Let me see. Out of line. To the... Oh, lure the chained ones to the Talons conscript... to the Talons conscript them to go into that godforsaken cave.
Ugh, yeah.
So it's you guys are looking
Yeah,
for
I
a
was
cave.
thinking about that. Okay.
Um,
No, I was gonna say that. I just needed clarification first.
Yeah.
'Cause, as you know, it's been a while.
it's been literally like 30 sessions. You're all good.
It's been so
Um,
many sessions.
So many. But yeah. Cass is gonna like finish like the chocolate crepe that they were eating, and they're gonna just like nod to the scribe for a moment. Wasn't you're referring to the note that we got before, right?
Hold on.
Wasn't there a cave that they were trying to, I don't know, lure us towards?
I believe you'd be correct. I can't imagine. The Talons is large, but the community is small. I imagine looking for this cave will actually be quite simple. Especially if it is referred to as the cave. It must have
Oh,
some
great,
kind
we're
of
cave
importance.
jumping again.
Pretty much.
I'm actually pretty alright with cave.
Are you now?
Yeah, I mean, I used to live in one, so she shrugs.
Oh,
Will
well,
it be cold up in the Talons?
extraordinarily so. It snows there frequently. It's actually snowing there right now, I believe.
I'll be okay. What about everyone? Maybe we should pick up some winter wear.
Maybe so. I know that there is a tavern near the entrance. As long as we can make it there, I imagine we'll have a moment of respite. I imagine there's also a general shop we could stop by.
Are the people there friendly? Should we be worried about them?
He'll kind of give a so-so motion. The Talons is a place of history, and it's also quite a harsh environment. People there might be grizzled, and people there might be hiding from their mistakes. But I imagine as long as we don't ask for trouble, we won't receive any.
Well, hopefully that's the case.
I know there is a place in the Talons that belonged to someone of great power and stature, and he was not very well liked. So, let us hope that that hasn't affected the environment too much. I'm being shaken. I'm being shooken by Bard. Hey, Bard. But yes. Simple, we must find this cave. For some reason they wanted us to go there. I imagine there is something of some use. Otherwise it would be hard to lure us there.
If I can ask, who are they?
We believe them to be Phi. They mention Nelra by name. And I imagine our business has snooped into their business, and so they wish to get rid of us. But we are intelligent.
So this cave that we're heading to, could that be a trap, or...?
Likely it is. But knowing the Phi, they wouldn't lure us there simply to kill us. Or at the very least, they would have something actually worth offering. We're not just going to go in some random cave for no reason. This was also...
And if we do, that's probably a good op then.
Additionally, the people that dropped this note were holding potentially one of the pieces of legendary armor we are looking for.
I have a teeny tiny little question, Mr. Scribe.
Of course.
We're looking for one cave in a whole mountain range?
Indeed, but it appears to have a status behind it. I imagine if we ask around, it will actually be quite easy to find said cave. I actually have theories about what cave this might even be.
Would I know?
Make a history check for me.
Okie dokie. Oh! I know exactly what you're going to!
So, Mop is right to assume one cave in an entire mountain range. That's rough, right? I'll actually pull up the Thalana map really quick.
For fuck's sake.
Really loving the war that's going on between you two.
That's the start of it.
So good.
That's the start of it.
I'll pull up the Thalana map for you to look at. The Talons is basically just a very large mountain range with a river running through it from a lake near its most northeastern point. On top of that northeastern point is a tower known as the Felrook, which was once owned by Massadir Maldor.
I know that word.
Right, yeah.
I've been there! Not me, but...
And I think this
No,
natural 20 is you picking up your book and actually looking through it and seeing that near the end of the book there is some details about a personal project that the person who wrote this book wanted to work on regarding a godblind and creating a place separate where they could work.
What is it?
Oh, okay, so think about it, right? God blind.
No.
The gods are
Oh.
blind. They can't see it.
Also, Bubble, Bard says
You know
they
what
love
you're doing,
Crackle too.
Ashton.
I do.
Why is this so bad,
I'm going
actually?
to get the fucking
I get it.
helmet! We're getting the helmet!
No,
There...
please.
That's
love
one
the
of...
helmet.
There's also a temple in the Talons. I believe it is to Tenignus. On the western side. Closer to the entrance, actually. However, if there was any, like, notable place, it would be one of those two. To look for this cave. The Felrook has a lot more significance to it, so that immediately is what comes to mind.
Stop crying!
Asa, are you okay?
We're
Just
going
to
for the
share the
helmet.
best.
We're not going for the helmet.
I'm back in the fucking guilty again, you can ask.
Could go for the helmet. I'm just saying.
Hey, at least the TPK happens when I'm not there, so...
Wow.
Imagine
Wow.
Hova comes back to the party just completely dead. That would be so sad.
Oh yeah.
Just stop
Yeah.
sending me to this fucking mountain range. You motherfucker. How many fucking times are you gonna send me to the same fucking mountain range?
40 billion
It's a
times.
pretty historic mountain range. I don't know what you mean.
Ugh. I need to
I
walk.
can't wait to play in the snow.
Oh shit, Shasta's going outside of car. Well, time to send them to the mountain.
Oh,
Go to the mountain.
Bard, a god blind is a place in which the gods can't see. Normally, gods are somewhat omnipotent, and this place they can't. They have
Bruh.
no idea where you are. However, that also means that all scrying is impossible. So if you are inside of this place and you try and scry, it simply won't work. Or sorry, if someone tries to scry on you, it simply won't work.
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I imagine once Shasta gets back, Mop is going to. I don't know about out. I think you can do it outside, but I could
Yeah.
be entirely wrong.
Do what?
I imagine you're gonna communicate some of that knowledge.
Yeah. It's one of the there's the Felrook here in this here book. It used to belong to Mr. Massadir Maldor.
When Mop says that, Cass is gonna just stiffen and just
I
look
think
over
it fully
to Mop.
neutralizes divination magic.
Yep. I could be one of any of those caves or cave systems. There's quite frankly a good number of them. I didn't take a nap.
You've done a lot this morning already. That's all right. I imagine you can.
After the dishes are done,
I can do the dishes.
I could do the dishes. It's fine.
Oh, all right. You can do the dishes.
Are you crying?
There's allergies.
God.
What are you allergic to?
It's just some of the pollen. This area.
Where did Kovok?
We're in the hills, Mop.
Oh, there you are.
The majority of it was
Yeah.
rock.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Mop?
I was just sad. I never learned how to braid hair.
Yo, you also never told him how to read, so...
Bard, it's
you know.
mostly a defense.
Yeah, that's his
It
stupid-ass self.
That's your
mostly
own
stops
fucking
things
fault.
from affecting
Yeah,
those within it. It
anyway.
was
Yeah,
meant to
like, we
give
talked about
Wait,
it
we
out.
did
Maldor
go
a
over
place
the
to just be
whatever.
super powerful.
Yeah, we did. It's just, if you want to say that Kovak didn't teach the how to braid hair, then I'm gonna pull the same card.
I could teach you if you wanted, Mop.
Okay. Maybe later.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
we're
made him
going up to the
promise
big scary mountain range. How well do you all fare in the cold?
Weather doesn't bother me that much.
Hang on, I'm rolling. I'm rolling a deception just for the chat.
Okay, yeah, you have like a +10 or something.
It's like a +8. But
Not if I-
Crickletooth.
Not,
Go for it.
not if
Oh
I
my
do.
God.
Not if I do this.
No! No! I fucking saw that, Dust. I saw
I
that.
saw what? Nothing happened.
I saw that little
Yeah,
bastard.
Unless I do
Oh.
that double.
I'll call it. Crickletooth does not look like she does very well in the cold.
Aw.
Okay, we'll pick up some nice fluffy garments for everybody. You ever what's the
Incredibly
coldest
hard
you've
to
ever
create. Very hard to create, Bard.
Well, I've traveled around Falana quite a fair bit, so don't usually stay in the cold, but
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys were in
I'm
the
not
duchy
gonna-
during winter.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. It's fine.
What
Um,
the fuck?
sorry, I am race tracking with the mouse.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm not gonna bitch about it, Mop.
Okay.
I was
Just
genuinely
keep my-
expecting Craggletooth to say something.
Peep my new server profile.
What? Oh, Felrook's #1 fan.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's so funny. The scribe will nod and stand up and say, "Very well then. We will head towards the Felrook. Was that it? Or just explore around the Talons? We'll get gear to make sure everyone is all prepared for the weather, and then we will get going."
I talk to you if that's alright about something.
Of course, we have plenty of time.
Yeah, whenever you're free. And Cass is gonna stand up and start helping like clear the table up.
The scribe will help as well, and then we'll eventually make his way out here.
It just looks like the scribe just got up and fucked up.
You can see in the distance mountains growing ever so closer, hills to your left, the ocean to your right, some rubble at the base of a nearby mountain as you are beginning to enter the Talons. And Cassian, you are here.
Eh. You said that your visions and that sort of thing, they were getting weaker, so
Oh,
you
good.
might not know about what happened on Ard.
He will nod and say, I knew vague things, but I didn't know nearly enough.
The night before the trials, I had a vision of sorts after I tried to, speak to Lunanor, or rather speak at her. I wasn't expecting a response. They like sort of do like this gesture with like their hands as they're like trying to like think of how to word it. Long story short, I think something was pointed out near the wound. Not at it, but there was a spot. I can even show you on the map, but
Please. He looks serious. All of a sudden.
holy shit. Okay. Would Cass have a map on them, or would they need to like run back in and grab one?
I something cut the fat. I imagine you either have one on you or you just go in and grab one really quick.
Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, they're gonna take out like their sketchbook. I'd imagine that they like drew in the map at one point, and they have made a note of where it was, and they're gonna just show it to the scribe. They look very concerned now, given how serious the scribe seems.
He will look at it for a moment, nod a couple times, and say, yes, that is actually... I didn't believe we'd find out so soon, but this is where a piece of her equipment is located. This is the only one I properly knew of beforehand. That would be the Lance of St. Lucinia.
Their brows furrow, but
Huh? Sorry, I'm all the way over here. Huh?
So you knew that this was here?
He'll nod and say, most people do, if they pay enough attention to the rumors of it. Well, I say most people. People like me. Rovigo has a history with Lunanora and St. Lucinia. I don't know what happened there. But something happened, and that's where her lance now resides. If I remember my history correctly, and mostly I do, St. Lucinia died because she was defending a village from an incursion from demons. While she kept the village safe, she died in the process. I believe this village was Rovigo.
Right. How well known is the lance being there? They're gonna like hesitate for a moment. Does Josiah know?
I don't know, but with enough research he could find out.
Their nose wrinkles at that.
It is a secret, but Rovigo and Dacia have never gotten along. It is likely that they have been holding it close to their chest.
I think we figured out what Josiah wants with the armor.
What would that be?
They're gonna like just carefully take the book back from the scribe, and they're gonna like turn a few pages. Like there's like a lot of note taking, that sort of thing, and they're gonna get to like most recent ones. They like wrote like roughly down like what Ard had told them. With and whatnot, and they're gonna just like pass the book back over to the scribe to read it.
They will take a moment to read over it, They will read over it probably 2 or 3 times in total. And they will say, I see. Things are beginning to make a touch more sense to me now. I don't know why, but Josiah wishes to chain Lunanora down to Anagaros, strip her of her agency. And it seems he's using the armor and equipment to do so.
But we're not gonna let him do that, right?
He'll close the book with one hand and say, No. No, we aren't.
Good. You won't get a chance to do it.
Indeed. And he'll think for a moment and sigh and say, Well, thank you for letting me know. This makes the path clearer. We must locate the various pieces of armor, make sure we pick up anything on our way. It is likely that they have been spread all throughout Falana. We will need to find what we can.
Does he need all of the pieces, or does he need enough?
I believe he could do the ritual with one, but the more he has, the less likely he will fail. Trying to chain an entire god down is tricky. But with enough effort, one could pull it off. However, he needs the materials to complete the ritual. I do not strike him as a risk taker. It is likely the only circumstance in which he would attempt the ritual without the armor would be if he became incredibly desperate. He is incredibly confident. I don't believe it is easy for him to get there.
Right. I think it's like Cassian like takes their book back again. Their hands are shaking a little bit. They look angry, but they're like trying to restrain it.
Mhm.
And they're gonna put the book, like I like to think it's like a wee small like sketchbook, so they just put it back into their like belt pocket. Right. I'll let you know if anything else pops up. I just felt like you should know.
I appreciate it.
Well, they'll nod.
They will stand for a moment and look over to the mountains.
I had a friend that took down a mountain.
What?
they like grin a wee bit and they're like leaning on the railing.
Mm-hmm.
As they're like looking up at the mountains. Back where I lived for a while, I had a friend and I'm trying to remember what the name of that town was, but they took down an entire mountain. I had never seen that much stone in my entire life.
I've heard of such a feat before, but that was during the Accordan Empire. I haven't seen something like that in a very long time.
I think Lilith would have liked you.
If they're a friend of yours, I probably would have liked them too.
I'm gonna just smile a wee bit and just give a little nod. I think their gaze would like go a wee bit distant as they just think for like a few seconds, and then they're just gonna like really quickly like shake their head and like clear their throat. Right, well, I'll head back in, make sure that everybody's ready to go.
Of course.
And yeah, they're gonna just like give the scribe a little nod and head back in.
The scribe will move to sit down, and the caravan will begin to move once more. Kovac at the table. What will he do?
What's goes?
Sooner or later, noon will hit for you all. Is there anything you do throughout this day?
I think Amaya would be, because she noticed the scribe grabbing new books in the library a little while back.
Mm-hmm.
So she's kind of looking to see what's new that she could read.
Well, one book that you do find is a book that you remember. It's the engineering book.
Oh yes.
I need
She
to
will.
pull it up again. Sorry, continue.
She will probably skim through, see that one engineering book that she was reading through before. She thought she returned it, but perhaps it just seems like, I don't know, the scribe must have got it or something.
That's likely what happened. Whether or not the scribe got it because he saw Amaya get it and was interested in it is another thing. But most likely what happened is the scribe picked it up himself.
Oh, fuck, I blue screened.
Oh,
Oh no.
No.
I'll be back, chat.
I wonder
Well.
when there'll be Ellie again.
Oh no, they'll be Ellie again.
Also, when it comes to
Wow.
like the actual function of a lance, I am gonna talk to Zach about how he runs lances in his world because I really
Yeah.
dislike how they're made. I think they're stupid.
The vanilla one is dumb because it's like, yeah, you have disadvantage unless you're mounted, and it's like,
It's not
Shut up.
disadvantage unless you're mounted. It's you have to two-hand it unless you're mounted. And
Oh, okay.
if you are within 5
within 5 feet,
you have
then you have
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
'Cause
And
it's
it's
too
like,
long.
what's the point? What? That same argument could be made for spears.
True.
You know, that's a dumbass. Nah, that's dumb as hell. Make a custom stat block. Fuck lances.
All it mean, I guess.
Wait, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. You go on.
Oh, you're okay. I would say all that would mean is that you would need to stay, 10 feet away from someone rather than 5 feet, which is fine. It just means there's going to be a bit more opportunity attacks, and it's all funky.
What the segment?
Where's that website?
Big yawn. What
You know,
website?
I wanna mess around with the deck. What was it called? The Deck of Wonders, wasn't it? I'm trying
Yeah.
to find the
Wonders,
website
yeah.
for it.
Sorry, I had to move.
If it's
Cobalt
alright,
before
I'd like
one
to pull
time.
one.
What the fuck? You're sitting on
Can't
top
pull
of
it up
Ghost
link.
Block.
Okay, let's pull up the
Okay,
Deck of
so-
Wonders.
I have
As
the
long
Deck
as
of
it's not the
Wonders.
deck of many things.
No, I would
It's
never.
not Deck of Wonders.
If I give you guys the Deck of Many Things, it's after the initial campaign has ended, or in a one-shot that might
Yeah.
not be canon.
That's so funny. Okay, right.
So how many
something
cards are you
like that.
drawing?
I'm gonna draw one.
Okay. Are you
I'd like
drawing?
to draw one.
I just shuffled it.
Okay, one.
Okay, I'm afraid. Oh, okay.
What is it?
Okay, so it's a Q.
Q of
Is
Hearts?
that spades? Q of spades?
Probably spades.
It's black.
You got the card. Oh, there's two. There's two. Black spade and clover.
Does it look like a three-leaf clover or an upside-down love heart?
It's like pointing up. And it's got like a
Okay.
Yeah,
triangle on
spade
it.
is spade.
You got the Q of
The spade.
spades. Monster.
Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like that.
Well, this is kind of a nothing thing because you're gonna go to bed in a minute here, or at least before you get to your next destination. But this card's monstrous visage curses you. While cursed in this way, whenever you make a saving throw, you must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the total. The curse lasts until you finish a long rest, but it can be ended early by a remove curse spell or similar magic.
Or just going to bed.
just going to
yeah, I
bed.
don't think Cass is gonna be happy about getting a card called Monster after what happened.
You basically get baned.
Yeah, great.
On saving throws
Okay,
specifically.
let's do it. Let's do it.
What'd it
Let's
do?
do it.
What'd it do?
What did something happen? Do you feel different?
What would it feel like?
You
Did you
feel
get taller?
you almost feel something metaphysically looming over your shoulder, staring at you and like grabbing you by your shoulders, like something that is just
Oh.
going to make you uncomfortable and like off your rhythm.
Yeah, anxiety.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay, that's funny because they already have that.
It's just worse. It's just
I'm wondering if
amplified.
it would be funny if they just did not react. No, no, I think Cass is gonna like flinch and they're gonna like look over their shoulder, like just like looking around to see if there is anything there, and they still feel that, and then they're gonna just like put the card back and they're just gonna look to Mop and Craggletooth. They don't look happy whatsoever, and they just slowly shake their head.
An apple one? Your face.
I think
pretty,
you just
pretty
have bad
face.
luck, Caffeine.
What the fuck? Yeah, I don't think they don't look that pleased about it when Mop is asking, because they look very, like, anxious about that. Mop, I don't want anything bad to happen to you because of these.
Okay. If you don't want me to, I won't.
Not Mop. Now they feel bad, and they're like, oh. What is Mop's
Oh,
expression like currently? What is Mop's expression?
Mop looks trepidatious. The kind of look someone gives their first time gambling.
Are they like doing like any like sort of like sad like expression?
Oh, she's once she's been turned down, she's avoiding eye contact now.
Oh, right, okay. They're gonna like just sigh really heavily, and then they're gonna like hold out the cards. How many are you gonna take out?
Just one card.
Okay. And they will hold the cards out. Do you want to take from like the back or the front or the middle?
From the middle.
From the middle. Okay, I'll pick a random one from the middle. What did you get? 2 diamonds.
Ah, the 2 of diamonds. Dusk. The card supernaturally saps your energy. You have disadvantage on initiative rolls. This effect lasts until you finish a long rest, but it could be ended early by... So basically, one of you has just been made incredibly lethargic, and the other one is more anxious.
Good job.
Fuck's
Good job,
sake.
guys. Good job.
Fuck's
Right over.
sake.
Craggletooth is looking between them, like...
Wow.
You alright, Mop?
Oh, I'm definitely going for that nap now.
That just looks so bad.
Can
At
I
least
draw
nothing
2
bad
cards?
happened.
Mop, I'm
2?
so sorry.
Yeah, draw 2. It'll be funny.
It increases your chances of something cool. If you only draw
Maybe
1
I'll-
and get something bad,
I'll draw a
Then-
second one then.
No.
Okay,
I don't
so...
I'll draw-
Craggletooth, do me a favor. Please do not teach Mop how to gamble, please.
99% of gamblers.
Do you
I'll
draw...
a card.
Okay, so Mop draws 1 and Craggletooth draws 2?
yeah.
Alright, let's
I'm
do...
drawing 2.
Hmm?
Yes, I'm drawing 2.
Okay. Let's do Mop's first, because it's only 1, and then we'll do the... So I want you to draw 3
Okay.
cards, C.
Right.
But only... Don't flip them over. And just do 2 for Craggletooth,
Yeah,
1
yeah.
for Mop.
Put 2 down there, put 1 there. Okay. Right.
Alright.
Mop's first?
I want you to flip over the first one for Craggletooth.
Oh, the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that one?
Is it a Joker?
No, it's not. Lock. Red Queen. With heart.
Heart, Queen of
Queen of
Hearts.
Hearts.
Lock. You gain the ability to cast a knock 1d3 times. Use your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma as the spellcasting ability. I imagine it'll be charisma.
Does that run out?
Yeah.
Or
nope.
is it just...
So,
That's Craggletooth, right?
yes. So you have
Have it?
two uses of knock for the end of time.
This is I win, guys.
I'm not letting Craggletooth like pull any more fucking cards.
We'll have to draw one more. Otherwise, it'll just happen.
All right, flip
That's
over.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Flip over mops for me.
Okay. Left or right?
No. Yep.
Left.
Oh fuck, what is that one? I apologize, guys. I will get the hang of this. I just don't.
You're
play
okay.
Cards. What is the wee Clover one?
Clover.
Clubs.
Oh, clubs.
clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's clubs.
Okay. A block.
Ace of Ace of clubs.
Oh, this one. This is the one I fear the most.
Okay, let me look in your inventory, Mop. You don't have, do you actually have the pistol or no?
No, I don't have the pistol.
Okay, I'll delete that. What is a non-magical item from Mops? Like, what would something that Mop has that's non-magical?
I believe just the dagger.
The dagger disappears. One non-magical item or piece of equipment in your possession, chosen by me, disappears. The item remains nearby, but concealed for a short time, so it can be found with a successful DC 15 perception check. If the item isn't discovered within 1 hour, it disappears forever.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess
Yeah.
make me a perception check. See if you get it out in one.
And then if Mop says that it's missing them, like we can all.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I just choked.
Okay.
Oh.
You see it underneath the carpet, just hanging out.
Oh! How did my dagger get all the way over there?
That's annoying.
Like,
Cassie's gonna like look to the cards that Mop just pulled, and then look to the dagger, and then sort of just like mumble under their breath something about bastard cards.
Pardon me? Well, alright, go ahead and flip the last one for Craggletooth.
Okay.
One of you guys will get Joker eventually.
Oh yeah. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Didn't we just get this motherfucker?
Which one?
Excuse me? 2 Clover.
Mystery.
Oh, that's
this
good.
You have disadvantage on intelligence saving throws for 1 hour. Discard this card. Discard this card and draw from the deck again. Together, the 2 draws count as one of your declared draws. So draw
again, bitch.
So draw another card.
Okay, so how would our guys like know this, or does the card just like fly out?
Card just
That
flies out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, I got a 2-for-1.
Yes.
Oh, this is a cool werewolf card actually.
Ooh.
Red Diamond K. Red Diamond K.
King of
Diamond.
Diamonds. Day. That's insane.
Crown.
You gain a +1 bonus to saving throws. This benefit lasts till you finish a long rest. So basically, you have disadvantage on intelligence saving throws, but you have a +1 to them now.
Until a long rest, and then...
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
Which would be
I don't know,
a +1.
I don't know why you guys keep getting bad stuff, because I'm feeling great.
Craggletooth, please. They're gonna just bang their forehead off the table.
Don't do that, you'll hurt
I
the
think that-
table.
okay.
Smoked.
Cass is gonna like pull out their sketchbook and they're gonna like make notes on like what the cards have done so far.
Absolutely.
They're complaining.
You know what?
Complaining once again. Hello.
You know what?
you gonna go for one? Hey.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try for one.
Okay. Draw one.
Okay. So, like, does Amaya, like, just reach over for the cards and just draws one, or just, like, says it out loud?
She reaches over, she's just kind of like curious, and she's kind of mumbling to herself, how bad can a deck of cards really be? And then she draws one from the top.
Okay, from the top. You got... What's this one? Is that Ace of Spades? I'm gonna just completely fucking guess.
Pointed upwards, like a little point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Ace of Spades.
Oh, that's isolation, baby.
Yeah, isolation.
Oh, no!
You disappear along with anything you are wearing or carrying, being trapped in a harmless extra-dimensional space for 1 minute.
Where'd she go?
You draw no
Where'd
more
she go?
cards. You then reappear in the space you left or your nearest occupied space. When you reappear, you must succeed a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or have the poison condition for 1 hour. So,
What?
so Amaya reaches
That's why I
over,
say anything.
draws a card, and is gone.
My
Straight up just
mop looks under the
disappears.
carpet where her knife was.
Crackletooth like reaches out to poke the space in the air where she used to be.
Fully gone.
Oh my
That's
god!
just freaking out.
She's dead!
I don't think she's dead.
The scribe will
my God,
run
no!
Her
in.
hand if she was dead.
Where's Amaya?
Oh!
Amaya!
She just disappeared!
Where did Maya go? What do you mean? Oh, calm down. Calm down.
Mop, 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 mop. Deep breaths. Deep breath.
Gross mop.
It's all right. Look.
She just pulled... She just pulled a card from the deck and she just disappeared?
What does it do?
I don't know.
No, nobody knows. It just happened.
Well,
Where is
like,
she?
give it like a minute maybe, cause like sometimes these things wear off. Well, not my pocket hasn't wear off, but most of the time these things wear off, right?
Amaya!
What if it doesn't?
And Amaya will
No
appear.
problem on our hands.
What does it look like when she reappears? What does it look like when she reappears? She just...
Amaya will immediately look like she's going to vomit. Like.
Crackletooth like
Oh.
Rushes
rotates
into-
around Mop to still like be there for Mop, but also out of the splash zone.
Mop
Amaya
Mop goes
is-
up and hugs Amaya's legs, and she's like, Amaya! I thought she was gone forever!
Amaya
Mop,
is
mop.
going to cast Radiant Soul on herself. You see her fucking wings come out, and she just books it outside. And you can just
Okay,
kind of hear
Maya.
from like the bushes over here, she's just heaving.
Oh. Cass looks absolutely mortified. They like look at the card and then they just like they look really bad.
It goes
I feel like if you guys drew more cards, you had a better chance of getting good stuff.
Yeah, let's keep going.
No, no, they're gonna like just close like the wee like box that they came and put it in their pocket. They just look done. Then they're gonna go over to their sketchbook and just like quickly write in the name of the card, what it looks like, and then just wrote "what the fuck" beside it.
I'm gonna go take that nap. I'm gonna go take that nap. Mom's gonna go.
You take that deal. I
So
take that deal.
funny.
I'll
In
take that
case
deal.
in case anybody wants to notice, the dishes are still not done.
The scribe will start to do the dishes.
I think Cass is gonna go check on Amaya to make sure she's okay.
Absolutely.
I think Craggletooth is gonna go out to the front and start like shooting, trying to do trick shots at trees again.
Absolutely.
Little
With the
cantrips.
gun. Oh.
And
Cantrips
as
because
Mhm.
I haven't purchased more ammo yet.
True. As you all split off to do your various bits of recuperating after that card drawing chaos, we will pan back over to what's it called? To Newport. We'll pull this music back up.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
We will see. Let's see. I'm gonna roll. No. You went in there at 11 a.m. most likely, Kovac. It is
Right about.
about 8 p.m.
Yeah, and he's been there the whole time. Not really. Like, I think at the beginning he had that drink. Didn't really say anything to the bartender, and sort of just lingered around the sides, and I guess kind of out of the way when he realized people were coming in, just so he could sort of get more of an ear out into the crowd.
How many drinks has he had? And this isn't like to determine how drunk he is, because if you drink 11 drinks over the span of 11 hours, you're actually not gonna be that drunk.
Yeah, I think over the 11 hours, it's not 11 hours. He was there at 11, and you said?
Yeah, it's 8, so it's been 9 hours, I think.
Yeah, over the course of about 9 hours, I think he initially started at around, like, 3 within the span of the first hour, and then he's just sort of meted it out to, like, 1 every 2 hours. So, give or take, basically, 4, 5, 6 over that entire period, but he's slowed down, but he's still actively sipping from, like, a beer.
6.
Like a nice, big, tall one.
I'm gonna remove 15 gold from your thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's 1, 2, 3 now. Look at that.
123.
And we see this happen. We see you come in and sit down with a drink. We watch as mugs pile up and leave as the bartender or servers will pick them up. People begin to come in. The light pouring in from the window will grow bright and then dark and then orange as the sun begins to set, and then dark again. And you are just kind of sitting there, sort of tipsily. People are talking with one another. You're having a hard time concentrating on it all. And bartender's been busy, hasn't picked up your mugs in a while. There's about 3 sitting in front of you, and 1 that's still half full that you're actively sipping on. And as that happens, you see, you hear the sound of someone approach next to you, and you watch as they slam down 2 gold pieces on the counter next to your mugs. And they say, well, yeah, look at you. You seem like you need it, don't you? And he will pass them over to you.
And I think Kovac's just very, very, like, flatly staring at his drink, mostly. Because while he kind of is kidding himself and saying, yeah, this is a reconnaissance thing, he's also just miserable.
Yeah.
So he's anyway, right?
Yeah.
And he's so focused on staring into his own reflection that he doesn't even flinch when, like, there's the slam on the bar. He does still listen, and he kind of looks over to the 2 gold pieces, and then he looks up to the man.
Mm-hmm. You see...
Do I know you?
Yeah. You see a human. He looks very scruffed up. He has black hair, these sort of dark, muted eyes, bags under them. He has this scruffy beard that looks very gross, just because he hasn't really taken care. Not gross in the sense like they're shitting it, but gross in the sense that that's a fashion trend that should go to hell. He is wearing the sort of tattered cloak with a hood that is not there, and he has a couple scars on his face. And you notice that when he pulls his arm back, the other arm appears to be in the cloak out of sight. And he will say, oh, he also, I'm just going to give you like a passive, like, he seems a little tipsy as well.
Okay.
And he'll kind of shrug and say, I don't know. I've met quite a few people in my time, but haven't been in town very often, so probably not. You mind if I take a seat?
And he's gonna sort of like look at the empty seat beside him, kind of just mull over it for a second, but then he's gonna like slip the 2 gold pieces, and I'll put my treasure, my gold to 125. Now we're a flat 5. Very good. And he's gonna say, I mean, by all means, you bought me a drink. It would be rude for me to say no.
There you are. And he'll plop down next to you and order a drink for himself, and he'll say, "You know, I haven't been here that long, but I visit this tavern quite often. I haven't really seen someone like you here. It's nice. It's nice to see some new faces."
Traveling, I guess you could call it. I was with a merry band of individuals. I say merry, but one of them was insufferable. But unfortunately,
Talking about me.
little bit of a difference of opinion. We sort of I guess it was sort of last straw in Camelback, as the saying would go, or whatever. It's just I couldn't stick around, and I left. But I feel kind of bad that I did. But I'm also, I don't know. I don't really want to come back to the tail between my legs and be all like, "Hey, just sorry for leaving," because that seems a little bit, you know. And he kind of just like, it's like he's using this opportunity to vent a little bit. He kind of probably needed someone to talk to.
Yeah. And when there's like a brief gap in your talking, he will butt in and say, "No, trust me, I get it. My boss has been on my ass lately, and I'm getting real tired of it. Told me actually not to come here tonight, but you know what? I think we deserve it." And I'll kind of stumble about. He will finish his first drink very quickly and order a second one.
I was gonna say, yeah. When he says like, we'll drink to that, he kind of Koa kind of lifts his tankard and like a bit of like a cheers and is like, "I'll drink to that."
And he will cheers you and take a sip.
Yeah.
Ah. But you say you're a traveler, huh?
Yeah, of sorts. It was mainly little group going around. Not really doing much per se, but yeah, just mainly traveling around for Lana for the most part.
Yeah, I get that. I travel around Falana too. I've mostly stick around on the western side of the continent, but something, my boss has so many assignments divvying out to all of us. Needed me to pick up some slack, I guess. The other side. That's fine. Irritating, but whatever. I'm getting paid.
Is it like guild work or?
More or less. More like guard work. Some things like that, you know? Not really a guard of anyone in particular, just hired hand. Go around. Never really been one for the adventure and all of that. I like to stay in one place and make sure I know when to pick my battles. Though, some risk is always welcome. I'll give a little cheeky smile.
Yeah, no, of course. There's no shortage, I think, of people that are willing to do that sort of stuff. So it's always good to have more people, I'd say. There's never a shortage of work.
Indeed. We've been, there's a bunch of nasty stuff that goes on in Dacia. Boss and I are trying to fix it. Well, Boss and I and company, but
What's going on in Dacia? I haven't been for a while.
He'll kind of look left to right as if he doesn't want anyone else to hear, and he'll lean in and be like,
And Koa leans in.
"The Phi. You heard of the Phi? The right people?"
I heard of them, and he sort of like... He doesn't grit his teeth as he normally would. That's probably just because he's a little bit drunk. Just a wee bit.
He'll say, "Restless folks. Restless. There's always this power struggle between them and the nobles. It's been getting really bad lately, but we found solutions. We're trying to fix it to the best of our ability." It's been stressful. That's why I'm drinking all the way out here. Bars are nice in Dacia, but always gonna get in a scuffle if you're on any side, really.
Yeah, not going to have any Dacian business interrupt you while you're all the way on the eastern side.
And I'm glad for it. And he will take another big swig of his drink and slam it back down and order another.
Yeah. I think Kovak's going to. He's still gonna like meet out his current drink. He's not gonna go completely at it like this other guy is. But you know, he's chilling. He sees that this guy also kind of needs to chat, and so he's just like, yeah, I'll entertain him until he passes out eventually, because he looks sloshed.
And you guys will kind of back and forth with one another for like an hour, probably. Within that hour, he what's it called? He will probably have like 4 drinks total. So he's pretty drunk. And he will say, you know, so all right, let me get this straight. You're traveling around doing business here and there. What are you doing here in Newport? What's going on with that?
It's like I mentioned, differing opinions to someone else, and then kind of an unwillingness to open their mind, I guess. But they're very stuck in their own ways. We butted heads way too often. I thought, you know, it's not something I really want to put up with all the time, and you know, I've got a few things that I want to go and do, and so I was like, you know, in the moment I was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to head off to my own thing and sort of, you know, figure it out. But I can't help but feel like I've kind of made a mistake in that regard, because I missed the rest of them pretty badly. But I mean, I'm also not going to tell them that it's me or them, because that's just not that's not fair on anyone.
Well, you know what I say? I say fuck 'em. You are large. You are very strong, and I think you're quite capable. I don't think you need them. I definitely don't need my coworkers. They would disagree. I have this one. Oh my god, I have this one. She has been a pain in my side for so long. Does not know how to listen even a little bit.
Yeah, kind of leans in, sort of like, you know, like when you have your elbow propped up on the table and your hand against your head, and your head's leaning down, kind of looking sideways at him. It's like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it tends to happen sometimes. What's the big deal with this one?
We all have jobs. We all are trying to do what we need to do for the boss, and blah 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 blah. And she specifically has to do her job. Not a lot of leeway there. She made a deal with us, and we helped her out. Well, she thinks we helped her out, but you know, and he'll kind of like nudge you a little bit, and no matter what reaction you give, he'll just pretend that it was a good one. And we'll say, but she just won't listen. Not following orders, not doing what she was told to do. I'm actually, believe it or not, that's actually the real reason I'm in town. I heard she was around here, so I need to teach her a lesson, you know, rough her up a little bit, maybe make sure she understands, you know, the way things work.
Yeah, I think there's a brief moment where he's like kind of nodding along, just to sort of show that he understands. And when he mentions like roughing her up, he's kind of like, you know, he like his expression slightly judgmental, because, you know, at heart, Kovak is a little bit more of an old-fashioned. He wants to believe more of an old-fashioned gentleman, but yeah, he's just like, he's a little off-put by it, but he's just like, you know, sort of, he kind of tries to push it away for a little bit, and just sort of like, kind of rotates his tankard in his hand idly. So what is it like? Is it like a shipwright that's been undercutting you or something? Like, he's hoping. His initial immediate thought is that they might be talking about Sedona, don't know why, but Sedona is probably the first person he thinks of. So he's gonna sort of try to eat into that kind of a thought process.
He'll shake his head and say, no, no, no. Though, you know, they were on the water recently, but no, no, no. Nothing like that. No money, actually. They, you know, all this business with Dacia and the Phi and the nobles really gets out of hand. And she'd put her family in danger. And so we offered to keep them safe as long as we could keep her, you know, as insurance, more or less. Supposed to help us find this guy, get rid of him, so to speak. He's a real pain in the ass, let me tell you what. But
I think Kovac's jaw kind of sets when he's like, "Oh, you're holding the family's." That sounds very dormant of you, you know. But he's still just gonna let him keep going, let him keep yapping.
But it's even more irritating than that because I don't know if it's like a thing that she's figured out or if she's just getting more and more stubborn with me, but we don't really have her family anymore. We've just been trying to keep her in line nonetheless. I don't think she knows. Hope she doesn't know. No. You know. Just kind of like, it's like money. Gotta make sure the money keeps flowing. If the money doesn't show up, it's kind of like that. Hoping that she doesn't notice the flow going away. But yeah, I got word, actually. She was heading northward, so planning to meet her up there soon. Actually, probably tomorrow. Need to talk to her face to face. Normally I just send a letter or a bird or something like that, but I think I need to be more personal, you know?
And is it like method of talking, or is it like method of like, you know, talking and you like sort of air quotes?
He'll kind of like punch you in the shoulder a little bit, or he'll elbow you more like, and he'll say, "This guy gets it. You get it." Mostly the latter, but I want to. I've given her so many chances. I want to give her at least one more. You know, maybe she could turn stuff around. You know, this guy we're looking for. We got word he's actually traveling with her, so I might be able to kill two birds with one stone. Well, kill one bird and maybe rough up the other bird, something like that, or maybe kill two birds. We'll see. She's been a pain lately.
Okay, I see. It's like, so you hired her to get rid of this one other guy, yeah? Is he like bounty man, or is he like what?
You know, I said we're trying to help out Dacia, fix it up, stuff like that. Well, he knows things that is going to stop us from being able to do that. He's been in our way for a while. We tried getting him way back when, but he got away. He's a tough cookie. He actually got rid of one of our guys recently. I'm trying to grapple with that, but admittedly that guy was a piece of shit too, so who cares really? We could find a fourth.
I think there's a creeping suspicion. It begins to eat at the sides of Kovac's brain. He's not a very clever person, however, this is beginning to sound a little bit familiar.
Starting.
Yeah. We'll have the benefit of being sober. I am trying to play Kovac as being a little bit inebriated.
Come on, Kovac.
And
Come on,
he's going to sort of like
Please.
run his finger around the edge of the tank cup, idly tracing it as he talks, and he's like, "Have you not considered putting it out as bounty? Do you like not know his name or something? Like, could you not put his face on something and let other people try to do it? It's like, you know, eventually you'll overwhelm them."
No. We do know his name, and we've thought about doing that, but admittedly, right when we were about to, we don't need to anymore. all Adachi is on his ass. Apparently, he's a treasonous now. That'll be useful. Maybe this is a problem that'll solve itself.
His jaw sets.
Crazy stuff. Honestly, I don't know how you could make so many enemies. It's really quite baffling at times.
I mean, what's his name? I might be able to keep an ear out for you if I hear anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion?
Yeah.
Come on. You have inspiration, right?
I do.
You do. Would you like to use it? Not going to tell you whether or not you succeed, but...
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'll use it.
Come on. God.
You got this.
Oh!
Come on.
That was horrific. Well, you still got a 15. Also, I just realized we did not do a recap this session. That's crazy.
We didn't. No.
Anyways.
We started late though.
He'll kind of cough a little bit and set his tankard down and say, you would look for him?
I mean, it's not... It wouldn't be Worf's job. I mean, if he's treasonous to Dashi, he's got to have done something wrong, right? And, I mean, I spend a lot of money at bars. I sometimes need to get a little bit back, you know?
That's fair. Well, you're quite capable. Pretty big guy. Large, as I said. I could talk to my boss, see if he'd help you out. Not supposed to do a lot of personal talk, you know, about this kind of stuff without passing it by him. But I could refer you to him.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, I don't really plan to be around, but, any kind of... He finishes his drink, and sets it down. I'll see what I am in the next couple of weeks. Give me 1 second. Oh.
Sure.
Buddy.
If you give me a couple of weeks, I'll see what I am. But you know, I might follow up. Do you have a name that I might be able to chase up?
Roll another persuasion check for me.
Come on.
You got this.
This one will be a little bit.
Come on.
This one will be a little bit easier.
Come on.
18. He will he'll start to speak and he'll say, "Oh, what was it? He told me to say I'm supposed to have a fake name. Dave? Is that Dave? Don't say Dave. Dusty. Dairy? I don't know. Something like that.
It's just is this extraordinarily flat look on his face. I think he's completely sobered up now.
Oh fuck.
Would your name happen to be Dermin?
He'll snap and point at you and go, "That's it. Hey, you got it. Man, you're like a psychic or something, you know that? You remind me of my boss. He's quite good at those things."
And there is just a moment of complete and utter silence.
And he will reach over and grab another drink and we'll start to take a sip.
I don't know. I think you might have had enough. I think we should probably get going. Probably get out of here. He's gonna try and very, 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 very convincingly play back into the sort of a drunk little joking persona. He meets him out of the bar now.
Make a deception check.
Oh.
Ooh.
11. I'll roll. I'll roll insight with disadvantage. I mean, a 2 kind of seals the deal already, but and he'll be like, you know, you're right. I've been really letting myself lose it a little bit here tonight. I'm worse off than you now. Look at that. Ooh, and he'll kind of like shake, like, sort of shake himself. Like, yeah, you're right. Let's get going outside. And the bartender. Do you start to like walk him outside?
Yeah.
As you kind of get up and start walking, the bartender is going to stop cleaning his glass and stare at you for a moment.
And Kovac is going to sort of just make complete eye contact with him. And is going to sort of like, guide Darren through a little bit so that, it's a little bit out of the way. And then when he's sure that Darren's facing the doorway and not back towards the bartender, because I'm assuming they're on opposite sides.
Mm-hmm.
Kovac is going to just mouth the word bounty.
You're doing a lot of quick charisma checks. Why don't you make me another persuasion? This one won't be nearly as difficult because he was here listening to what you guys were talking about. Even that's enough. You will walk. He'll give like a slight sigh, and you will walk. And once you get Darren outside, he will close the doors behind you, and you will hear them lock.
And I think the minute that they're out in the street, it's sort of like a like a lock thing. He sort of he imposes himself onto Darren a little, and it's like, here you go, put your arm around my shoulder, sort of slinging him over a little bit, like a fireman carry.
Thank you, yeah.
And in a very brief, very, very quick series of events, the moment that the arm goes around his shoulder, he's going to very quickly move his arm down to where his longsword is, pull, and then thrust it towards Darren.
Alrighty. I want you to make an attack roll for me.
Lovely.
Surprise attack, right?
I mean, I'm surprised I stealth around.
I'll let this be advantage because he's definitely caught off guard.
Oh, okay. Let me quickly let go of those dice then and roll it with advantage. Wow.
You will go to stab at him, and I need to pull up the right character sheet. I'm a freak. One moment. There it is. These guys are quite strong. No, you will go to stab, and the sword, he will just barely begin to tumble over for a moment and vomit all over the floor. And just kind of clear his mouth, and he will stumble forward away from you, unaware, and he'll turn around to look at you and go, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't." And he'll kind of look at you for a moment,
And notice that the sword's out.
and he'll kind of blink a few times. And moonlight will begin to sort of fill outside, and he'll take a step back and say, wait, no, there's no way.
It's still my turn, right?
Yeah. We're kind of going
Use my
through loose
bonus.
combat.
Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have Kovac reach in underneath his armor and pull the amulet out. Hold it nice and firmly between his fingers, close his eyes, and he's just going to utter, "By the light of Our Lady, the guidance of her grace, let me punch this motherfucker in the face." and is then immediately going right back at Darren with the longsword, baby.
Absolutely.
Punch him in the face with the
Ryan
longsword.
should
Let's
be-
go.
Oh!
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
There you go.
Then that's the 1d8 plus 4 with crit, and then another d8 for reckless attacks. Or savage attacks, sorry.
16. If it's right, no, that's just because you're an orc. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Are you like punching him in the face, or are you like slashing at him?
I like to imagine that he's actually like. I like to imagine what Kovacs actually doing is like he feints as though he's going to slash, and then the moment the demon may move to like counteract it, he quickly pushes forward to slam the pommel into his mouth.
And Derman will hit and stumble backwards slightly, and he will reach for his face, and he will pull back, and you will see his nose is bleeding. And he has this sort of like shocked look on his face for a moment, and then a smile begins to creep over, and he'll say, "Holy shit! It is you! Oh my god, I didn't think I'd..." Okay. I mean, guess I'm still killing two birds. I guess it's just with two different stones.
You'll try.
Oh, dude. And you will see his cloak begin to fall away. And you'll see one arm that you saw before when you were in the tavern. It's normal, but there are some tattoos on it. And you will see on the other arm, which you hadn't seen before, there is what appears to be a chain riddled with spikes wrapped around his entire arm, with various puncture wounds around it. And the chain will slam against the floor, and he will begin dragging it closer to you as sparks will alight a green flame. You also notice that his sleeve is pulled up on that arm, and there is a tattoo of a Jack of Diamonds on his like sort of upper bicep. And he will say, "That, what you just did, that was sick as hell, man. I'm so happy I got to be here to watch you die." And he's going to go in.
And yeah, as he goes in, I think Kovac's going to like sort of the shield's always been sort of like slapped onto his wrist, but he's going to engage it into his hand now.
Mm-hmm. The first thing that happens, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Uh, 17. That is a success, so you're going to take half of this damage. 14. Go ahead and add that yourself if you can.
Yeah, will do.
Oh, are you resistant to necrotic or fire?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, so yeah, you will take 14 damage in total. As you will feel green flame begin to lick up the pommel of your sword and shoot through your body, filled with necrotic energy. And he will rush up in that moment and wrap his free hand around your throat for a second, and you will start to rise slightly with a very unnatural strength. And he will say, "I have been looking for you for, honestly, what feels like fucking ages, man. You killed, oh god, Creek, was it? Piece of shit, I always hated the guy. Good job with that, though. Set us off, you were still alive. We thought you fucked off to a different continent. Wow. Honestly, just between you and me, quite happy you didn't." And with his other arm, he is going to raise it upwards and just begin beating the sides of you with his spiked chain.
Oof.
That's one hit, I believe.
Yeah, one of those hits.
Make another dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Roll a d6. You will feel the grasp around your neck tighten as you are raised above the ground, and you will feel green flame begin to wrap around your neck like a chain, holding you in place, and you are restrained and grappled. And you will also take a little bit of piercing damage as he smacks the shit out of you.
I'll add that in. I've just added that onto my sheet.
Gotcha. He will just sort of beat at your sides. The first two will get blocked by... One will get blocked by the armor, the second will be blocked by a shield, and then right down the middle you will feel the spikes pierce through and melt pieces of your armor and stab you in the chest. As you feel that grip tighten and you begin to instinctively wave your legs a little bit.
Yeah, there is I think his ability, snappy, witty, anything is completely gone out, and all it is just primal, visceral grunting.
And
yeah, he's furious.
And as his grip tightens, he will say, "First, I'm gonna make sure you burn alive in the middle of this street. I want people to see what happens when they do what you did to us. And then I'm gonna find that stupid fucking house on wheels, and I'm going to kill every single one of them." And it is now your turn.
So I am grappled, is that it?
Yes, you can escape if you wanted to, but it would be an action to do so.
And when you're grappling someone, they're technically grappling. You're technically, like, if someone's grappling you, grappling them, the advantage goes both ways regardless.
In this case, no, because you're also restrained.
I mean, I do also just have advantage from the vow of enmity, so.
Oh, true.
That still keeps going.
There's a okay. Wait, hold on. So you're grappled. He's holding you up. That grapple would give you advantage. We already have advantage. You're restrained, which would get rid of one advantage. I think you'd still have advantage.
Yes, so let's go. But yeah, no, and I think saying that was probably one of the dumbest things that he could have said, because Kavak already hates him. Kavak already wants him dead. It's significantly worse now, and so he's going to lunge with the, or he's going to, attempt to stab again with the long sword, and this time he isn't pulling a single damn punch. I'm going to burn one of these. Going to open this toolbar. I'm gonna put that there. Oh wait, no, I can't apply it to my token. That's weird. Anyway, whatever. I'll just roll it separate. So we'll add the attack here. Never mind, it's there. And another D8 for a second level.
Absolutely. You have 2 attacks.
And yeah, and then a second strike. Also with every intention of killing, wounding, maiming, whatever he needs to. Another crit. With
let's go.
The first level Divine Smite this time. And another roll of the D8 for savage attacks.
Absolutely. You are going... Make me a dex save with disadvantage.
Dex save with disadvantage, right? Disadvantage, dex. On you go.
Alright, you're going to take full damage from this.
That's fine.
17. Wow, that's actually pretty much exactly what you took last time. As you slash at him the first time, a green flame licks up your blade and begins to burn at your neck even more. And then with one clean slash to the neck, you will get him, and he will stumble backwards, and he will begin to cough and gasp for air for a moment. And he will drop you on the ground. So you are no longer grappled or restrained.
Yeah, and he very quickly gets himself up to his feet. Oh baby, he's not looking very happy. Furious, to say the least. Can I martial check him?
Sure.
Okay. It's probably not gonna work, but we'll see.
15. Let me check his charisma. That is actually enough in this case.
Let's go.
What would you like to figure
Big.
out about him?
That's a really good question. What does it look like he's going to do next?
He's looking around very frantically. By the way, roll. You're fine right now. Don't roll anything right now.
Okay.
Insight is what you would roll to figure that out.
Oh, my bad.
So you actually got an 18, so that's okay.
Swag.
He looks very frantic right now, looking around, looking at you, but there appears to be an air of disingenuousness to the way that he's presenting this. And he kind of backs up in what at first looks like fear, and then looks purposeful. And he will... is that all you do for your turn? I'll continue to describe if it is.
Yeah, I think that's all I'll do.
Cool. He will kind of back up and move his hand away from his throat, and you will see that cut that you made, which was fatal, green flame begins to spark around the edges of it and seal the wound shut. And when the green flame disappears, it was as if there was no wound there at all. And he'll go, oh, wow, you are the real deal, ain't ya? Oh, man. Oh, goodness. What was it you said? You left him a day, 2 days ago? That'll be interesting. Well, I've enjoyed our little reunion, but I think I might need to, go for a little bit.
You're not going fucking anywhere.
Okay. Alright. I gotta say, Thugaloth was right. And he'll, take a step forward and say, you really are just fucking stupid. And he's gonna make 3 more attacks on you.
Oh shit. I might have bitten off more than I could chew.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
I need to make sure. What's your AC?
20.
Okay, he does not hit you on that last one. He does hit you on the remaining 2. I need you to make me 2 dexterity saving throws.
Fuck.
On.
You got this. You got this.
That is a success and a failure. Opposite order. Obviously, the higher one is the success. roll a d6 for me. Love that. So you're going to take this much damage. 7 and 9.
7,
16.
16. That goes 38 to 52.
And you will be toppled prone as he hits you one across the chest, backing you up. You begin to run forward with your sword, and another chain slashes at the ground, sparking, causing cutting at your feet, and you will topple forward and slam into the ground. Kovak is now bleeding quite significantly. He's going to walk forward and press a foot on your head. And say, I can't believe we had this much trouble with you for this long. You are a piece of work, you know that. Alright. I think I've personally had enough. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of business on my end while you bleed out. How's that sound?
Yeah, there is no response. There is just a visceral growling.
And he will push on your head slightly, just to add salt in the wound, and then we'll start to walk away from you.
And I think
you can take an opportunity attack if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to try and swipe at his legs.
There's no advantage here because you're prone, and you can't unprone
naturally.
here. But
Naturally, but yeah.
Is that still a hit?
I don't think so.
I actually think it is in this case. Yes, it is.
I'll take it. But yeah, as he's going and as he's turning and walking off, I think, he's going to make that sort of a slash at his leg, trying to topple him, and when that probably doesn't work, he's going to non-verbally beckon Quaitland to find him and jump this man.
Absolutely. And we'll get to that in a moment. It is your turn. You cut at the back of his legs, and he will sort of stumble forward slightly, and when he hits the ground, he'll quickly push himself back up and go, "Fuck! God! Okay. Man. Alright. Oh. You have your turn.
Oh my god. Okay, well. So he's getting up from prone half movement speed?
Yeah, half movement speed. You have enough to get to him.
And how far away is he? Like 10 feet away?
Probably 10, yeah.
Yeah, I think Kovac's going to very, slowly rise himself to his feet. He looks like shit. He absolutely looks like he's completely fucked. I'd like to roll an insight to see if he is actually going to leave on the next round of combat.
Yeah, go for it. He's fucking angry. He looks like he's actually moving towards staying just to kill you.
That's crazy. Shit. Well, in that case, I think Kovac is very pointedly going to sort of press a hand to his own neck, where he's bleeding quite profusely, and I'm going to burn literally everything out of my lay on hands, which I think is 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, God, you're copying me now? What's this shit?
And is going to draw the hand crossbow. It's very noticeably creaks. And is going to point it at Dermot and try and shoot him in the head.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make 2 attacks. Ooh, I saw that crit for a moment.
Would it still be the Vow, or technically not?
Oh no, yeah, you'd be vowed. You can.
Okay, then I'll roll that one again. See if it does crit. It doesn't crit. Okay, so 19, not bad. And
yeah, you can't smite on these, but they do still hit for sure.
Naturally. And so then we roll 1 and 2. I shoot him twice.
Do you have anything else you want to do this turn?
I still have my bonus action, right?
You do.
Do I? No, nothing else.
All right. You will shoot him twice, one entering his shoulder, the other entering his lower stomach. And he'll sort of cough again and stumble, and he'll reach up and just rip one of the bolts out and be like, really? You're gonna, oh my God. He was always the weakest one of us, and you think that that's gonna do fucking anything? I am, okay. I'm getting tired. I'm getting real sick and fucking tired of this nonsense. And he's going to start to walk forward with his chain, looking like he is going to... He's not holding back anymore. And as he raises his arm in the air, something will leap out from the shadows as a dire wolf will wrap its jaw around his neck and just clamp down.
Good
Get him,
boy. Good boy.
And he will scream for a moment and push him off, and will do. Do you have Fwaelin's character sheet?
I can pull it up. Yes.
I want you to make me a con saving throw with Fwaelin.
Think. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I can roll that. A save.
That is a failure, unfortunately.
No.
How much health does Fwaelin have?
No.
Fwaelin has 37.
27.
Fuck.
As necrotic energy seeps from where he bit, like in his jaw throughout his body, you see his veins grow black and he begins to grow weak for a moment. But he stands in front of you, and you see Dareman will like be backing up for real this time, sort of grabbing at his throat again, trying to say something, but words aren't coming out. And are you like approaching him?
Yeah, I think as he's sort of backing away, Kovok is very menacingly approaching and like reloading the hand crossbow.
And he will begin to fish around for something in his pockets. And you will see some of that wound start to heal a little bit around his throat. And he says, you know, oh, I always was a bit of a risk taker, wasn't I? Thanks, Will. It seems like it paid off. And he is going to pull out what appears to be a card. Just looks like a normal playing card with a jack of diamonds on it. And you will suddenly smell what appears to be cigarette smoke. And green flame will begin to wisp around the base of Dareman. And then you will hear in a very gravelly voice that is not coming from Dareman and is kind of like ethereally wisping around you. You will hear somebody say, "Sorry, kid. Gotta give him this one." And he will fall into his own shadow and disappear.
And I think the moment he realizes that he's beginning to fall, Kovok will try and like get a last shot in, but it'll probably whiz right through nothing.
It'll just hit the floor.
And he looks enraged. I think there's going to be like a very pointed sort of a frustrated yell, like a billow. Not quite caring at the fact that it is the middle of the street and it's also nighttime. But I think he's very quickly going to try to recollect himself, to remember parts of the conversation, and in his immediate panic and also wanting to just get the fuck out of there before check on what happened, he's going to very quickly mount up on Fwaelin and is going to start bolting out of Newport.
Absolutely. You will begin to make your way out of Newport. The night has...
And I think...
Please.
Oh, I think as he considers the most straight shot option, going straight north, you have to cross the bridge. He doesn't know how quickly Dareman would have been able to get people on there, but he also doesn't really want to try and cross that bridge, take the most, obvious path. And so he's going to intentionally sort of go back towards Leadentown, towards the part of the creek where they crossed over the river that one time with Auntie Holly.
Absolutely.
Trying to be a little more incognito.
Absolutely. You will pass over the creek and through some of the hills. You'll find a shallow part of the water you're able to jump on. It's no longer winter, so going through this river is actually quite easy, especially with a big fucking dog. And you will begin to make your way into the hills. we're going to briefly hop over to everybody else.
Bro.
Oh my god, my
Holy-
dishes! Mom will wake up and go do those dishes.
Hey,
Holy
Lee.
shit.
I'm gonna time skip a little bit.
Yeah.
As you guys are going throughout your day, you'll do whatever you need to do, but eventually night will fall.
Amaya's not heaving her guts out anymore. She's in the library.
Amaya
Is it-
eventually. Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say, what time of night are you thinking?
It's probably like 11 p.m. right now.
Oh, okay, let me know whenever you're done with Amaya.
Well, I want to do your thing first because this is pretty substantial. So
Oh.
we'll do Mop first.
Are you sure? I might sidetrack it.
You're fine.
I'll cast sending. Bulwark.
Okay. You know
And
what?
I'll
That's perfect. Say that really quick, and we'll get to how Kovak responds in a moment.
I'll send another good night to Kovak. Say, Kovak, good night. Today was pretty great. We had crepes,
And
then Amaya disappeared for 15 seconds.
I will say, Kovak, you get that message in the fight with Dareman. So
Oh.
you do not actually
shit.
hear it.
Yeah, I know. He didn't hear anything. He was completely tunnel visioned.
And so, Mop, you do not get a response.
I'm sure.
But you do know that it's sent.
Mhm.
That's weird. Okay. Maybe he just went off to sleep already.
You.
Oh, well. Hey, go ahead. Over to Lamaya.
Maya, you're in the library. Do you stay in the library all night?
I think.
Do you think she would accidentally
Why
fall
not?
asleep in there?
I don't think she'd fall asleep in there. No, I think she would be up late reading.
Gotcha.
And then probably be the last one to head to bed.
Well, in that case, you are in there reading, everyone else is asleep. And you hear outside, you're just reading a book, you're relaxing. You hear a noise from outside. You guys are thoroughly in the mountains now. There is a slight blizzard howling, but you hear like this tap noise. This little bit like tap, tap, tap. This is like an hour after, the message that Mop gave. And you are kind of curious what that is. And as you immediately get up to check, something happens in slow motion.
Oh.
You see as something comes barreling into the side of the caravan. A few giant boulders just become crashing through and rip the thing in half. The bell will fall and crush everything in the kitchen in an instant. The caravan will immediately begin splitting into pieces and you will be launched outside. You will land in the snow and you will see the others in the bed immediately snapping awake across the way. And you will see green flames attached to these boulders spreading everywhere, separating you from everybody else. There is a river behind you. The scribe is trying to crawl out of some rubble. The caravan is destroyed. And you look up and you see a man with this spiked chain wrapped around his wrist, falling downwards, flame licking up and down it. hovering above all of you all with this sickly smile, and you smell the awful smell of cigarette smoke. And before you can do anything, the green flame will rise up and begin to engulf everything around you. As you reach out to anyone or anything to try and help you, you will immediately jolt forward, and you'll be back in the library, reading a book.
This thing again.
That was fucking dope.
Where's the scribe right now?
Most likely in the front, moving the caravan.
Well, he's in the fucking kitchen. Craggle
I got
also
you
outside.
I got you covered. I got you covered, Dust. Wait, where's
Amaya's
Craggle?
gonna-
Craggle like, should we move Craggle Tooth?
You don't need to move Crackletooth. It's okay. You guys are also on a different map right now.
Okay.
I just haven't put you there yet.
Okay.
What does Amaya do right as she wakes up? Not wake up, sorry.
She
Come to.
She immediately goes to find the scribe, runs over and says, "You have to turn the caravan around right now."
And
I think
from there, there will be a moment where the scribe will look at you confused, and there's a look on your face that he recognizes, and he will nod, and we will move back to Kovak.
And he's thundering through the fucking forestry on the back of Wayland, hoping to God that he can reach that little choke point, because I think he's still in the woods of Sidal at this point. But he's trying to look for it, trying to retrace the steps and everything. He needs to get across the river, and then he needs to get fucking booking towards the Talons.
Mm-hmm. You will begin making your way to the Talons, and you will notice very quickly over the course of about 30 minutes that you are not making much ground at all. You are barreling through, but the terrain of the hills is too much. Foylin is doing all that he can. A lot, Bubble, a lot. I would go back, the streams... Yeah. You'll begin barreling through, but it's a bit too much for Foylin, and there's a moment where Foylin will begin to struggle and slow down quite significantly.
He's going to sort of just repeatedly saying no under his breath. As Foylin's strength begins to leave him, and he's like, "Please, Foylin, you have to keep going."
Foylin will nod and push forward as much as he can, and he will get to the top of one of the hills where he will trip and fall, and you will come falling off as well. And as you immediately lift yourself up, you look over to Foylin, who is just sort of breathing heavily, very tired. And you will look over and you will see the Talons in the distance. It's close, but it's too far.
I think he's going to just... Oh, God, it's... The grief is just... It strikes him. It's happening all over again. He's going to have to grapple with this, but I think in the moment he sort of momentarily he realizes that it would be completely pointless to try to run the rest of the way. He's not going to make it. But he's still going to, in the split-second decision, he's just move over to where Foylin is and is just going to sit down beside him and is just going to start hyperventilating into Foylin's neck as he hugs him.
Mm-hmm. And he will sit there tired, trying to regain some energy. And after about 10 seconds, he will stop panting and his ears will flick upwards. And he will look towards the sky. And you'll follow his gaze and you will see the silhouette of a large, sort of, I want to say circular almost, not quite circular, more like ovular, figure fly above you. A silhouette.
And yeah, he's gonna look up at the silhouette, very confused. Who the fuck's out here in the middle of the night?
You will watch as it curves back around and begins to fly towards you. You will back up, scurry, try and gather any defenses whatsoever, making sure Fuelin is okay. You are juggling too much at once, and it will land directly in front of you, and you will see the imposing figure of a very large owlbear begin to reside above you.
And I think Kovok's going to stand in between Fuelin and the owlbear, kind of forgetting Fuelin is a resummon. He's going to completely forget that. In his panic, and he's going to have sword drawn yet again, shield out. He's ready to go, but I think he's going to look at the owlbear. Is he familiar?
The owlbear normally would go into attack, and it kind of raises its hackle, so to speak, when you pull out your sword, but it just kind of tilts its head. And
Is it
then
Birdie?
you will hear the sound of stomping begin to rise up the hill.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can't believe it.
As you will see a giant approach you and Birdie, and he will say, "You are quite lost."
Not lost. I need to go, but I can't make it. I can't. And he's sort of just, while he's frantically trying to explain that he's not lost, he knows where he's going. He's pointing out towards the Talons. He recognizes these two very, very pointedly, and that's the only reason he hasn't started swinging already, basically.
Mm-hmm. And Igdur will look out towards the mountains and look at you, and wordlessly, with basically zero emotion on his face, will grab you by like almost like pinching the back of your shirt, basically, as if you were grabbing a cat by the back of their neck. Will grab you, lift you up, and put you on top of Birdie. And then he will walk up and grab Fuelin and hoist him over his shoulder. And he will say, "Caravan give food. Igdur give ride."
And initially, when he's lifted, pinched by the back of the cape and lifted, he thinks that's it. He thinks he's probably about to get dropped into either one of their mouths and eaten, Titan style. But he makes contact with Bertie instead. And he sees that Fuelin's been slung over his shoulder. And there is a moment where he just begins to, his hyperventilation dies down, and it just gives way to utter relieved crying as he just babbles, thanking them both over and over and over, and just gestures for the Talons. "Please, we need to go, we need to go, we need to go now."
And in a moment, Birdie will raise its wings and get ready to fly. And we will move back to the rest of you for a moment. You all are going through the snow. Amaya and the scribe have woken everybody up.
Are we all out here then?
Let me actually put you on the proper map this time.
Oh, yes, please.
Yay!
Let's go. Oh my god, snow. Snow. I love snow. Look at that.
Let me
Snore.
enable
Snore.
lighting, line of sight.
I'm so excited.
Lighting
Shut.
presets. Let's do
Shut up,
ambient,
No,
moonlight,
snow and more snow.
and it is snowing.
Oh, I
Intensity,
forget you can do them.
very large. It is somewhat of a blizzard, but the blizzard option. Hey, you guys want to see the blizzard option really quick?
No.
Yes,
I-
yes, but I can't see the map right now though.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to
Uh,
see first.
I would like to see one.
Cassian,
There we go. Oh, hello.
Amaya. Oh, you guys are
No,
so
why are
fucking
we-
big. One
A
moment.
Mhm.
little large.
Little
I
Lord.
can't move. I can't move.
Is that too small?
Too small.
I don't think
That's
so.
too small, yeah.
Yeah, it just be too small. Yeah. Oh, I'm losing it, chat.
Cassian,
I think that should be
Purpletooth,
Yeah,
We
Kovac,
also
it
can't
should be
move.
fine.
put
It's perfectly
Kovac,
fine.
And I'll put
Action Tiger, hidden Kobok.
Argyle,
Wait.
Biscuits, having to place all my little NPCs, playing with my dolls. One moment. And the Scribe. So really quick, just because I need you to understand how much it sucks. Here's Blizzard. It
Where is it?
Hang on.
was
Waiting on
right
it.
there. Did you see it?
No.
You can't see it. Are you serious?
Yeah, I can't see it.
Put it up on stream, we'll have a look at it later.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I blue screened again.
Oh no.
No.
It just stick around for the VC. You're not gonna need a map. I promise.
Okay.
Join
cool.
on phone, join on
Will
phone.
I,
Or I can wait for you to get back.
will I need
Either
to
one
roll
works.
or anything?
No, you'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
I like how Biscuits has joined us for the meeting.
And yeah, and he will kind of like he'll be motioning to Amaya. The caravan has fully stopped. And he'll say, Amaya, what did you see?
It kind of just all happened at once. Something, giant rocks hitting the caravan. It just split entirely down the middle. And then all I could see was just green flame, and then the man was hovering over everyone. He was smiling, green fire. He had a ball and chain.
All right.
and he attacked.
Yeah, he attacked, and it was everything was just lost. I don't know. It kind of all just happened.
Shit.
Oh, there's no walls on this one, ain't there? Problem to be
I
solved
could walk
next
through
time.
walls. Watch this.
I'll fix that next time.
Who needs walls when you have map?
Oh wait, I can see the snow on the outside of the map. What the fuck?
Yeah.
In the corner. Okay.
And the scribe will
okay,
say, oh, what were you gonna say? See?
No, nothing. Just go. It's fine.
Scribe will say, very well. That means we are being followed and targeted by somebody, but I don't know how, who, or why. Maybe we should move. I don't know. And then there will be this slamming noise outside.
It's starting.
I think Cass
That's
is gonna
terrifying. I love that.
I think Cass is gonna like pace up a bit when the sort of stand there when they hear it, and they're gonna like glance over to the scribe.
And he'll just kind of pause, and he's looking quite worried. And then you will hear the sound of something falling into a patch of snow and the crackling of flame. And you will hear, hello, Top? Was that your name? I think that's what they called ya. From outside.
Freckletooth's ears like
Cass is
came
drawing
right
the-
back to her
Oh,
head.
they're looking for
man.
someone named Top.
Cass is gonna like look to the party real quick and then to the scribe, and then they're gonna pull out their great axe,
Mm-hmm.
like immediately on the defensive, and they're gonna like take like a step to like here.
And when you get to there, you will see something outside. A man dragging chains wrapped around his wrists. He has two now. Which are emitting this green flame, melting the snow behind him and remaining there even with a blizzard going on. and he will begin to move closer and closer. And he will say, I'll make this easy for you. Just bring her outside. Let the rest of you go home free. How about that? Don't have to destroy your little palace on wheels.
Bob?
Pass out who?
Oh, for the love of... Oh, I didn't know she was a liar and someone who couldn't follow directions. Should have thought better.
Kraggletooth at this point, I think, is kind of like backing over, like, between the, near the table, just kind of like trying to get something behind her, so that there's at least one direction that she knows nothing's going to be coming from.
And then he will say, the goblin. Who else? You can't have two. You have two? Please don't tell me you have two. That's gonna really complicate this.
Like, Cass is, like, listening to this, and they were going to turn to look at Kraggletooth, but at this point, they're not gonna, like, give it away that Kraggletooth is there. So they just, like, hesitate for a wee moment. And they're gonna, like, tighten their grip on the great axe and take a few steps out.
Amaya is gonna look at Kraggletooth. She's not gonna say anything, but she's gonna shoot a look at Kraggletooth like, what the fuck is going on? Also, one thing to point out, her eyes are open this time because of the vision stuff.
Cassian...
Kraggletooth,
Oh, please. Kraggletooth.
I think, shakes her head a little bit at Amaya, just kind of running through the options of what could happen in her head, and waiting to see what Cassian is going to say, because it doesn't seem like she doesn't want to mess up anything that Cassian might be doing, but also she has no idea what she's going to be doing at this point.
Oh.
Especially with Kovok having left.
Mop will go out next to Cassian.
Cass, like, moves her axe, so it's, like, shielding Mop. They're not taking their eyes off Darren.
Hi! Mop will wave at Darren.
He does not wave back.
You say you're looking for a goblin named Top?
Something like that.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, friend. There doesn't seem to be any goblin named Top, actually, around here.
Roll me a deception.
What do you mean? That's exactly what she fucking believes.
Oh, you're right. Roll a persuasion then.
That's so funny.
Persuasion.
Oh,
I'd like to use
no.
my inspiration.
Go for it.
I forgot you have inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use my
Hey,
inspiration, please.
Than that.
Yep. Oh, you're shitting.
So that's 20. No.
All right.
That is so funny.
Not really. You motherfucker.
And he will put a hand to his head and, like, run it through his hair and go, okay, all right, okay. Oh, man. All right. And he will crack his chains against the ground, and Green Flame will lick up them. And with a single motion, he will lift his arms, and they will wave upwards and outwards. And as they snap in the air, Green Flame will whip up and surround the caravan.
Can you get Damon to take one step forward for me real quick? I accidentally dropped Kovok's token behind.
That's so funny.
There you go. Thank you.
And he will say, frankly, I know she's in there. So, you have the option of either bringing her outside and letting me take care of her alone, or I burn you and everything inside this thing to ash. How does that sound? Wrong one. One moment.
I'm gonna consult the caravan. I will return very shortly, sir.
10.
Family, wait just a moment.
9.
Okay.
Cass is gonna shut,
So-
Cass is gonna shut the door when Mop runs back in, and they're gonna jump down.
Mop will look at the party and say, "Out the back." Now.
I think
Out the back now.
I think as soon as Mop comes back in, she would have seen Craggletooth start walking towards the door. As soon as the flames leapt up.
Out the back.
You open the back door, there's fire there as well.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
there is fire.
Yeah, but it's safer at the back, probably.
There is fire.
Yeah, it's safer at the back. Put as much distance between him and us as possible.
Yeah, that's real.
Come on!
Is Craggletooth getting up and leaving?
That's a command! Thank you!
Oh,
Please!
hang on. Oh. I think it's a 50-50 shot. So I'm going to roll a d20.
Go for it.
Oh. What is with the ones?
Are you able to get rid of the blizzard effect?
This is snow.
It's beefing my computer so bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or is there a way I could disable it on my end? Hold on.
I actually can. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Craggletooth is going to glance towards Mop briefly, glance toward Maya, and then start walking out the front door.
Mhm.
I do not have the map right now, so I'm watching this.
Okay. So as you start walking down there, Cassian, what are you doing as he's counting down?
Cass had, like, shut the door as soon as Mop had run in, and probably had caught, Mop, like, yelling out to the others, you know, to the back door. And, they've just, like, got their axe, like, in both hands, and they're, like, dragging it across, the snow as they're just, like, stepping out, and they're not taking their eyes off, Dermon.
You will begin to tear through the snow slightly, dragging it across. Dermon will begin to approach as well, his chains dragging through it. And he goes 5, 4, and he will begin to raise his chains and snap them, and you will begin to raise your axe. And as he says 3, 2, you'll hear the door open behind you, and Dermon will stop and look back.
Cass very quickly glances back to Craggletooth, and their expression
you
just
know.
falls. And then they're gonna look back to Dermon. They're not taking their eyes off him.
Craggletooth is standing with one arm clasping her other arm, upper hand, her ears pinned back, but her expression is guarded, and she's watching Dermon.
Top. I think we need to have a little chat.
We can talk here.
No. I'm afraid you don't have much leverage anymore.
She swallows hard.
I think it's in all of your friends' best interest if you come down from there and, well, reap what you sow, you know?
She will look down at that comment, and then look up and glance to Cassian, weighing the options in her mind. And after a pause, she will slowly, notably, start moving to climb off the caravan.
Very good. Wonderful. I almost killed this guy. He'll point at Cassian.
Cass is trying to repress like a growl because their growls are just very wolf-like. So they're just like nose is like wrinkling a wee bit. There's like a slight like canine poking out. When they hear Craggletooth approaching, they like give her a look. You know, as much as like you don't have to, you know, like go towards them, but they are like watching Darman. They are ready to attack in a moment's notice if they have to.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's going to pause halfway between Darman and Cassian. And she's avoiding looking Cassian in the eyes. But in her mind, this is her mess that's putting people in danger, and so the easiest way is for, well, her to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Darman will say, you know, I don't even think you'd want to defend her. Whatever your name is. What are you, ghost, vampire? I don't know. You look undead somehow. Oh.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, well, that's not really of much concern at the moment. You should be asking your friend here the same question. Did you know that she's been lying to you this whole time? Does Craggletooth get closer to Darman, by the way?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
she'll kind of move off to the side a little bit so that she can kind of see both of them in her vision at once.
Mm-hmm.
Back turned slightly towards Darman, but not nearly enough to leave him out of her sight.
Mm-hmm. And he will say, she has been spying on you for us. Looking for that, what was his name? Kovok. That's what it was. We've been looking for him for a while. Trying to get him out of sight, out of mind, if you know what I mean. Survived something he shouldn't have, so, you know. Death comes for us all. Guess just coming for him a little early, catching up, so to speak. But Craggletooth here
You
has...
expect us to believe this?
No, of course not. I'm just some person that decided to waltz on up and threaten you, but that's okay. You don't need to believe me. Tell him, Craggletooth.
Cass is gonna look to Craggletooth.
She opens her mouth to speak, and for a moment nothing comes out, so she closes it. And then she, with her eyes still, like, the snow, so interesting right now. The snow is really interesting right now. But instead of speaking, she just nods. A single nod.
If she goes to open her mouth, I will take an action.
Oh, what are you doing?
I will cast polymorph on him.
Yeah.
Can I also hold an action?
Sure.
Okay, so, Shasta, you can puppeteer Amaya if you like. Amaya is probably beside Mop. And if he tries to lash out at anyone, physically, she's gonna cast Hold Person before he does so.
Absolutely. Is it a wisdom save?
Oh boy.
For which one?
For polymorph.
Polymorph, it is a mother truckin'... wisdom save, yeah.
Alrighty. He gets he gets at least a +7 to that.
Bollocks.
Okay.
He added that d10. And the magic will begin to sort of wash over him for a moment, and he will, in a flash, move forward and wrap his free hand without... one of his chains will dissipate, and he will grab the back of Craggletooth's neck and begin to lift her skyward. And that Hold Person will go out, and you'll see it begin to fall over him, and he will freeze up, and then the flame will begin to lick, and you will smell, Cassian, since you're close enough, cigarette smoke, which is A smell that you are quite aware of, especially in this context. And do you do anything once he grabs Craggletooth, Cassian?
Yeah, I want Cassian to like rush forward and try and tackle Darman away from Craggletooth.
Cut his arm.
Absolutely.
Let him make him drop a.
Yeah, Cass is just like gonna get like the axe and just go for him.
You will go roll an attack roll for me.
Okay. Where are my actions? I landed on him, don't I?
Yeah. Well, just do it in the side chat.
Okay,
Do it in the
well-
side chat right now.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Oh, that was a 16, you bastard. Okay.
Absolute bastard, yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, absolute bastard.
Go ahead and roll the damage in the side chat for me.
Okay.
9. You will cut into him. He'll see that you're going for his arm, and he will maneuver, and you will stab into his side, and with his other hand wrapped in chain, he will place it on your face. And
fuck.
you will take some damage.
Some damage.
Some damage. Okay, yeah.
Oh boy.
As you
Oh my
are
God.
maneuvered this way and pushed back here and slam into the rock. And he will hold Craggletooth skyward and say, every single second of my interaction with you, I have made this very, very clear. You took a gamble when you said that you would want to help. And we kindly rewarded you as long as you kept up that risk. And he will sort of tighten his grasp and he will say, I want to show everyone here what happens to cheaters. And as he begins to tighten his grip, what do you do, Craggletooth? What was that?
I just think Craggletooth's hands will probably go up to, like, his hand. Not, like, trying to pull away, but not, like, actively trying to. It's more like a reflex than anything else. And she looks scared. There's not much that is coming to mind to say, but she looks terrified.
Mm-hmm. Kovak,
Is Arena.
I want you to make an attack roll with advantage.
Let's go!
Get him! Get him!
21, that's certainly enough. One moment, let me go ahead and... Boop.
What the fuck? He's full health again? Piece of shit.
He...
I put your ass twice. You should be bleeding.
He will begin to close his grasp more and more and more, and then there will be a sound from above. And he will pause. There is the sound of what appears to be like a screeching, and he looks up and he sees the silhouette in the clouds, and he goes, "The hell is that? Is that a fucking bird?" And then in a single moment, this owlbear will swoop down, and with a single cut of his sword, you will tear right through Darman's wrist and cut his hand off.
Am I visible to them?
Oh yeah, now you are.
Yeah.
And in this moment of slow motion, as Craggletooth falls to the ground, and you see the blood of his hand begin to move past your face, and he looks at you angrier than anything you have ever seen, with a manic, crazy anger. That is where we will end the session for today.
Yay!
Oh, that was good. So good. Oh my god.
True.
I am so about that. What
Yeah,
the
so this is
hell?
what we've been cooking up behind the scenes. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yes, and
Very
we were in
enjoyed.
the kitchen. We were in the kitchen, and I was like, "Yes, let us cook." Indeed.
Crazy.
Ah.
Brr. Oh goodness. Hey, I'm gonna toss you a little bit of a bone. See, did you want Cassian to use their second wind?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they most likely will because their priority is getting back to defend the party as soon as possible. So.
Just having them do that beforehand, because it was still technically
you.
their turn.
Thank you.
All right.
Legend.
Very lovely session. I had a lot of fun titling this one because there is a song that unfortunately I didn't get to play called "The Moment Before," which is very, very good for specifically these kinds of
Is that the name
things.
of the session?
It is. The name of the session is "The Moment Before."
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then you're gonna have next session called "It All Went Wrong."
No, it went
I already
great.
did that
It
bit.
all went wrong.
I already did that bit. I can't do that bit again.
Can't do it again. Otherwise, they'll accuse you of reusing jokes.
And that's the worst crime anyone can commit.
You'll get canceled on Twitter. Day
bruise
one.
it. He bruised it.
No!
He bruised
Well,
it.
thank you all very, very much. I don't have anybody to rate it, I don't think. So I'm just gonna end the stream. Have a lovely night.
Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, chat. Except for you enlarged one hole, you fucking.